Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the realms of Ukodor, where I've gathered my friends that you can now see to play some Dungeons and Dragons. But before we get started, let's go ahead and dive into our announcements. We have a very special guest, Bo Williams, from Quest and Chaos. He will not be playing the long dead Ted, but he will be playing a new character you will see very shortly. We are affiliates, and so go ahead and hit that subscribe button or donate bits. A big portion of either goes to the Game Academy. They're a 501c3 nonprofit that uses tabletop gaming to help youth and teens through tabletop. So by supporting us, you also support them. So go ahead and hit that button. Speaking of that bits menu, you can go ahead and donate bits, 250 bits for a healing potion. When you do that, you just donate the bits and you tag a moderator and you say, hey, this potion is for Torque or Denahi, and we'll go ahead and try to bring that in organically in the stream as best as we can, fit it into the narrative. We are also partnered with Nerdsmith, so go ahead and check them out. We have linked up with them, a big collaboration of other creators, so go ahead and check them out at the Discord.
You're awesome.
They're super awesome. A big shout out to our campaign sponsors, Griffin Co. A lot of the bits and such that you will see, a lot of the bits and such that you see during the stream is from them, so big shout out to them as well. Go ahead and check their shop out, and you can get a discount using the promo code Ukodor. Another big shout out to our other sponsor, Master Monk Gaming. These beautiful dice trays and dice towers are from them.
So
they
beautiful.
smell
I want them on our show.
delicious.
Yes.
And last but not least, our other sponsor, Die Hard Dice. We will be giving away a $50 gift card once we hit 50 live viewers. So go ahead and spread the word. Once we hit that mark, I will start that giveaway. Speaking of giveaways, we are currently at 2,722 followers. Once we get to 2725, I will start a video game giveaway. So make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button.
Those are always so fun.
And also, if we do hit the 30 live viewers, I will give away we'll do a random roll for a nice video game as well. So lots of giveaways, lots of things moving around. So make sure you spread the word. Ukodor Con is in October 25th and 27th at the Game Castle in Mountain View. So go ahead and hit your tickets now. They are live. We have several live events, including Quest and Chaos.
We'll be there.
Ukodor will have a live show. Bo's character, who is playing today, is also going to be there for the Ukodor show. Total Party Chill will be there. Diversity and Dragons and the Game Academy with our celebrity show. Plus, there's a lot of other panels and workshops and open gaming and everything else. So Adventure Leagues, Magic.
And potentially celebrities.
So go ahead and hit your tickets now. We do have new emojis and loyalty badges, and you might have seen those. So go ahead and do those as much as you can. I think that's it. I think I've talked enough. So let's get ready for the next chapter of
The Realms of Ukodor.
To the realms of Ukodor.
It does.
And welcome back. So last we left, it was a very heated battle. But rolling back 3 hours prior, the party, arriving at Sirgan Gorge, began to walk around the town to go find a blacksmith to add silver to their items. Barakabu had a bit of an issue and had to excuse himself from the party for a short period of time.
Somebody shit in my pants.
The party ended up going to Helga's Heat, which is a blacksmith, to put silver plating on Torque's axes and Tallulah's dagger. The whole process would be done in a couple hours, so the party decided to go to the tavern. Heading to the tavern, they met a orange tabaxi by the name of Pow Pow, who was playing a drum, and they got to know her as well as Kenrick, the red dragonborn bartender. amongst other things, the party has quickly realized that this town, while they're very nice and kind, are quick to protect each other should the occasion show up. And they found that out. Jeidobii, with his new staff, realizing his grandfather realizing that was his staff from many years ago, insisted that Jeidobii attune to the weapon. After attuning to it, he was cleared of all the inebriation that he was consuming prior. Kind of having a panic attack, freaked out in the middle of the square, causing an earth tremor of sorts. Hundreds of townsfolk, fully armed, charged the square. Kenrick, your new friend, came out, eased the crowd. They went back to business, and Jeidobii was trying to process that. Off in the distance, the party saw a cloud flying in their direction, quickly realizing it wasn't just a cloud. It was actually thousands of bat-like creatures coming this way. The townspeople and the party got into defensive positions to start squashing some bats. Doing that without any issue. 2 very large bat creatures landed on the ground, wielding 4 different black weapons. Attacking the party, and the party was attacking as well. Jeidobii, Torque fighting one, and the rest of the party fighting the other one, quickly revealing that those were not large bat creatures, but actually Rosalind and Jeidobie's nephew, Ian, in their bat-like form. And if you did not see last week, this is what they look like.
So cute.
So what you're saying is I do get to kill one of Jeidobie's...
You shut your mouth.
So, quickly making their efforts known and focusing their attention on the vampires, Rosalind was called away. Rosalind and Ian vamped out of there, but leaving their guardians behind. The party, now surrounded by 2 large chain demons, trying to fight their way out of this, and that's where we pick up. So, as we do this, can you please roll initiative? And you as well.
Do this one. So that's a natural one.
Beautiful. Couldn't be more proud.
Monday nights, natural one. Questing chaos. So that's a 3.
A 3. Okay.
That was shitty.
Welcome back, friend.
Yeah, it's so good to be here.
That was the wrong D20.
You guys aren't getting, your ass kicked, are you?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Maybe.
Huh? 11?
11?
Oh, that's perfect.
Is it?
Yeah, it fits in right where he had his feet. You're right between Tallulah and Kendrick Lamar.
Kenrick.
I know.
Wow, guys, wow. All right, so because of how everything was left off, we're just going to go ahead and start at the top. Denahi, top of the order.
Can these creatures be charmed?
I don't remember if you've tried that before.
I don't think I have. Because I didn't think of it until now.
Yeah, you had a plan last time we left
I was
off.
like, fuck!
You don't see this on the screen?
No, I see your desktop.
Oh, just pardon us real quick, guys. Sorry about
It's not a show
that.
without technical difficulties.
There you go.
Let's try that again. All right. Fucking shit. All right, Denahi.
Just make sure you can see it real good. There we go. Yeah, I got a good look at it. Thank you.
He just wanted to hug you.
We
Okay,
can be friends again.
so Denahi, what
Can
would
they
you
be
like?
charmed? That's my
You don't know.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
Alright. Well,
You've only interacted with these creatures once before, and I don't believe you tried to do that last time.
okay. I'm gonna look towards both of the creatures. I'm gonna say, is it time for a bathroom break? And I'm gonna point towards the gorge. I'm gonna cast mass suggestion, and they're gonna walk towards the gorge until they fall off of it.
Okay, is that a saving throw?
Yes.
Oh god, I hope this works.
A
He's so
wisdom
great.
save?
Oh, you're right.
27 and 23.
Well, yeah, that beats me.
Beats my word.
So you don't know if it would have worked if it didn't work, but since they saved you, you don't know.
Alright.
Did you do anything else?
There's a wonderful idea.
No, that's all.
Okay. Oh, Papa was not
Do you
here.
want to move or anything?
That's right.
I think you're...
Farther.
Shift everybody up.
Oh yeah, we don't have pow pow.
Oh, I'm right in front of him.
So I'm a little worse for wear from the first half of the battle, and so I'm going to focus Mora in my mind, reach one hand up to the sky, and then bring it on my chest to do lay on hands.
Okay.
And I'm going to give myself 45 points of healing.
Go ahead and do that.
Because I can.
Oh my.
Because it's what I do.
That's an awful lot.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Let's see. No, it doesn't actually. I'm
You're
also
still
going
raging,
to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the big bad in front of me.
Scott?
Yep. Okay. And that's at the end of my turn.
Right. Torque.
Okay, I'm near this ugly fella, and I will swing on him.
Roll for attack.
26 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Off my way. 18 points of damage on that attack.
18 points of damage. Okay.
And I will do it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
And it's the same. Except 16 points of damage on that one.
Okay.
And I will swing the last time.
Okay.
And I hit him. 18 more points of damage. So that's 30, 40, something, almost 50 points.
Yep. Okay. You do anything else?
No, I'm right there, man.
All right, Jeidobii.
Alright, from our past history with these guys, do I remember if they were weaker against any kind of element or any kind of attack?
You can roll a history check.
Come on now.
The DM should roll a history check too, because I don't know.
I do believe, I mean, not
That
to
was
meta too
almost-
much, but I
that
do
was
believe
almost
we did encounter Radiant who did more than.
Alright, so
I
history.
mean, it is a demon.
13.
13.
Are they considered giants?
They are. They're much bigger than they are in the thing, by the way. Yeah. I mean, they're large, but it's about as big as large you can get. So they're much larger than they are right now.
13 history.
Radiant definitely did a number on them.
Okay. I am going to. I do believe I have it. Alright. Where's my. Alright. 1, 2, 3.
That's a lot of dice.
It's so I need them all. This. You.
I'm like a sorcerer.
And one more. Alright, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam at 5th level.
What's the radius on that again? It's 10 feet.
It's 10-foot diameter.
Can you hand me an inspiration circle?
Is that 20?
10-foot diameter, yeah.
Where's it going?
It's going directly on the demon in front of me, but since it's large, so yeah, perfect.
Noise.
Alright, he has to make a.
He's not just taller now, but he's actually a moonbeam. That fit way too well, actually.
Well, you know. He has to make a con save against me.
19.
I think that fails. Yep, that fails. Alright. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Can I get a save DC of 20?
Right?
Yeah, right.
33 points of radiant damage from this holy beam.
33?
33 points, yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
And I am going to. If I back away, then I have to try. I'm gonna run. Where's the there it is? I'm gonna try to get some distance from this guy, and I'm gonna run. How far can I get to, like, right here? with 30 feet.
That's about 30 feet.
That's where I'm
It
going.
will be an attack of opportunity.
I know, but I have to try.
Let's see if he hits you first.
See if he hits me.
21 to hit.
Yes.
Dex save, please.
Dex save. Alright. Not bad, not bad, not bad. That's gonna be 17 dex save.
As you begin to run away, two of the chains from the back of his shoulder reach out, ignited in fire, latch around you, wrap around your body, and he goes to pull you back. You're able to fight the chains off, but you still take 29 points of fire damage.
I'm gonna, as a reaction, I'm gonna cast Absorb Elements. I'm gonna take half of that off, so that goes down to what, like half of 29.
Would be 16.
That would be 14.
14.
14.
sorry.
14 fire.
And 8
We
points.
laugh.
8 points of necrotic, half to 4.
Half to 4.
What did I just say? You're running this way. Alright. But you do make it over here.
Yeah! Damn it! And bonus action. I'm gonna. Do any of you guys look look rough?
Perception check.
Ooh. 18 total.
Tallulah looks rough. I think Farland just healed himself, so I think he's alright.
Alright.
I'm not sure about the Nahi though.
Alright, I'm gonna yell out to Tallulah with a healing word. At 3rd level, blah, blah. Tallulah, hang in there, hang in there! 5, 6, 7, 12. 12 points of healing to Tallulah.
Alright. Go ahead and add that in there. Is that your turn?
That is it.
Okay. So, at the end of your turn, you watch as the second floor of this tavern, you watch as the wall actually opens up. It's like a false wall. 2 big, large doors open up. Out comes a giant ballista with Kenrick on the back. And takes a shot. Oh, and he's just going to be right there for right now, because I can't really get him.
Because we can't actually open the house and put a ballista in it.
Would have been amazing.
Hey, Griffin Co., get on that one, man.
First. Oh, that's not my first roll, but I got an actual 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you watch as a giant flaming ballista shoots out of this bolt shoots out of this ballista, hits the one right in front of you, Torque. Torque, you're just kind of focused on your enemy, and you watch as a giant ballista just comes out of nowhere, and he just screams in pain, and it takes 42 points of damage.
I like it.
Okay, that does end his turn. Boo.
Where is Boo?
Perception checks.
Not me, I see nothing.
Correct.
Right? I rolled a
there.
2. I'm like,
18.
18.
18.
8.
I guess it makes it a
23.
7.
23.
7.
Okay, Jeidobii, Farland, and Tallulah see Barakabu coming down the road, barreling on Aika. Gets about here with Aika's full movement, and it's now Barakabu's turn.
Yes, and as I approach, you hear that I am humming a song to myself about coming to save the day upon my owlbear buddy.
Of course.
Oh,
And when I approach, you also see that I look very rugged and handsome. Different than you recall. A little stubbly, but you're not entirely sure if I drew it on.
Do I see whether his pants are clean or not?
Closer inspection.
You're kind of preoccupied at the moment, but yeah, it's perception check.
Baddie in my face.
Oh, you had an 18. Yeah, his pants look clean.
Okay, cool.
Mostly clean.
Mostly.
My pants.
It's because he's not wearing them.
Ah! All right.
Hello, friends!
Boo! Aika!
Yeah,
He's wearing them just on his head.
Priorities.
I brought the owlbear. What's going on?
Fighting. Join in.
Oh! Okay.
Can't talk now.
Ah. How big are these guys?
They're big. This one is the same one that you fought before. That one is almost an exact replica. They have boosted their bodies up a tad since.
Like, how tall are they?
They're roughly 13, 14 feet tall.
Interesting. How do these guys deal with fire?
Pretty well, right?
Well, they're demons.
Because,
Yeah. Hit him with the lighty stuff.
No fire! No fire! They absorb it!
Noted. Alright. So, I calmly walk up to the demon closest to me.
And you are flanking him.
Yes. And I say, hello, I'm Brockaboo. I'm here to rock your face.
Roll for attack, please.
And I thrust out my left fist.
Okay.
Dance move, or are you?
Are you punching?
Are you doing this?
Everyone,
This?
do the
Yeah,
boo.
specify that.
Yeah. Okay. The left hand, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry. I just fucked that all up. So you watch as Brockaboo walks up all nonchalantly. He hits his hand to his fist, and you watch as his form doubles in size. Brockaboo gets about 15 feet tall, standing next to this creature.
Damn.
Oh, wait, what?
Turn into Sasquatch.
What
What happened?
I don't have a boom. A
And
giant
then
boom
I say,
anymore.
uppercut from the top!
All right. Roll for attack.
Well, that's
And-
new.
What just happened?
And that is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
George is sitting next to him.
Max damage on that.
Nice.
Nice. And that actually allows me an additional 1d4.
Correct.
So that is 18 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And from there,
Do you need a code?
after the uppercut from the top, I bring down a powerful elbow onto the back of his head.
Okay.
For, yeah, by a lot, 33 to hit.
Yep.
This time for 13 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bring around a normal uppercut from the bottom to
Okay.
his chin
That
because
way.
it's a delicate area.
Got it. The meaty part. I like it.
Well, chinny.
Yes. For 24 to hit.
It hits. Roll
So
for
you got a
damage.
shit of nuts on the bottom of your face.
For 17 damage.
Okay.
And I need him to make a dex save or go prone.
20.
Oh, okay, well.
It would be a
all
dick
right
save.
Yeah.
That is a save.
Well, I look at him and I'm like, all right, show off. And I kick him right in the nuts.
Does Demon Man have nards? We will find out.
It's gonna be a piece of chain, Brandon.
Yes.
29 to hit.
Sorry, hits. Monster
Yeah,
Squad.
it's-
I love Monster Squad so much.
For 18 damage on the final hit, and once more attempting to knock him prone.
Okay. You said 18?
Yes.
22.
Ah, damn. That's such high dex for a big old dude.
It does.
And with that,
So did
I'm gonna move over next to Farland and out of his range. And I'm gonna go,
You can.
hey, Farland.
And because he's 15 feet tall, I kind of stagger like.
Sure, sure.
Is this what you guys been doing for the last several months or whatever?
What?
Months. It's only been like a day.
It's been
It's
3
been
hours.
3 hours.
It's been
Oh, excuse me,
3
3
hours.
hours.
Yeah, he looks legitimately confused right now. Tallulah?
It's a time capsule.
Too preoccupied with what's going on in front of me, I'm going to swing at the big guy.
Okay.
Big old sword
Roll for attack.
for 25 to hit.
Hits. Roll for damage.
This thing is a fiend or undead, we decided, yes?
Yeah, fiend, yeah.
Great. And,
You got Scottish for there.
you know, she does a lot of things.
Scott Australian.
That's true. Okay, so 6, 14, 20 points of radiant damage and 4 points of fire damage.
Okay. Got it.
I'm gonna swing at him again for 15 to hit.
Does not hit. No.
Great. Wonderful. Upon my missing, I gain the power of my priestesshood, and attack again for a natural 20.
Oh! Yeah!
Priestess
Double that
hood.
shit.
That's what that's war priest, right?
War priest, yeah.
Is your hit points accurate?
Yes.
Good enough.
She's hurting.
You think she heals?
Yeah, well, I want to get it.
Good thing we brought those potions.
15, 20.
Wait, who has those?
I'm aware.
For 48
Got it
points of
saved for
damage.
my
40 how much?
48.
Jesus. Okay.
24 times 2.
Nice.
No, it's no 100 plus.
I believe it was 108.
But
Don't forget
Ooh.
those things.
Oh, right.
but I took necrotic a couple rounds ago.
But it's every round.
I thought it was if I took necrotic at all.
Every round.
Dope.
Great. So in that case,
Let me just do something real quick.
yeah, let me do. I regain 6 points of healing
Good shit.
for being a vampire.
Good to know. End of your turn?
So reluctant.
End of my turn.
Okay.
Coming in.
Aika.
Aika's gonna barrel in to the other side of the demon that Torque is fighting.
Thank you.
Other side, so we can be flanking.
Well, he's flanking.
He's flanking.
Oh,
Perfect.
Lord, his little chain.
And he's gonna go for it. First hit.
You'll foil it.
That was
Oh.
a.
Oh, I saw
That was
that.
ridiculous. Wow. All right, let's see.
Is that with advantage?
15.
Is that with it? Is that with advantage?
That was with advantage, yes.
Does not hit.
Okay. All right.
You sure?
He's gonna go in for a second claw. Get him, Micah. Better. 24 to hit.
Hits.
Well, he's a little rusty. Let's see. 4. 12 points of slashing to it.
Okay.
And actually, I added the wrong number. Okay, so for the first hit, it was an 8. It was 8 plus 10, so that's 18.
Still misses.
Cool. Aika is done.
What are Aika's claws made out of?
They're made out of like a magical steel.
Okay. I couldn't remember, so I was asking.
Well, they're coated in them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Aika's turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Since they started battle, how much time has elapsed?
It's been about 45 seconds since the wave of bats entered.
That's it.
Yeah, right. It seems like
And we've been playing
Seems
it
like
for
at least
2
a minute.
hours.
Well, you got.
So I guess I
How many
can't
people in
cast
rotation?
I know.
the spell that takes a minute.
Well, like
Huh?
you're trying to like prep something?
Yeah.
You would still like, because they saw him on approach.
Uh-huh.
So it's been 45 seconds since they've initiated combat.
Uh-huh.
So everyone was getting prepared 2 minutes prior.
How long since they've seen the big baddies?
These ones or the other ones?
These ones.
Yeah, that's been about 45 seconds.
Okay, well the other ones as well would work. So I wanna know if in my little outhouse I could be prepping a spell while looking through the.
Roll a d20.
All right.
The moon.
The moon. Yes. That's a 10.
Second protective shit, right?
Go ahead.
It's 10?
Yeah,
All right.
I got a 9, so you're good.
So, you guys see out of this little outhouse, the door kick open, and this man, who looks human, has gray hair, his black hat on that kind of comes out to here all the way around, and on his shoulder, kind of black jacket here that goes down.
Harry dressed it.
Big old bastard sword on his back. Little scruff here. And an owl on his shoulder, little owl. And as he kicks open the door, he goes, "No, I know Kildas, that was not me. That smell is definitely not me. I believe it's them." He finishes casting his spell, which is Magic Circle, at 4th level.
Ooh, I don't know what that does.
So this is you just
Nice.
for now.
Okay. I cast Magic Circle on the guy.
this.
Use the little guy.
Oh, that's the other.
Use the thing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, which way is it? Is it just press?
That's why in the center.
All right, so this guy, I cast Magic Circle on him.
Okay. What is Magic Circle's radius?
It's 10 feet around, or radius. Sorry, it's
20-foot radius.
No, it's a 10 foot. All right, hold on. It says a 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder.
Okay.
So it goes up around him.
Okay.
He cannot exit. If he tries to exit through magical means, he like teleportation or something like that, he has to succeed on a charisma saving throw. He has disadvantage on attack rolls on anyone outside of the cylinder. Targets within the cylinder or targets outside the cylinder cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creature.
Okay. And how big is the radius?
20.
20 feet.
Sorry, 10-foot radius, 20 feet diameter.
Got it. So that means Tallulah and Denahi are within that.
I went so that it lands.
Fair enough. Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Say, maybe this will teach my lesson. About times they showed up. That comes down. And with my bonus action, I will look at the one in front of me now and go, how's he looking?
He's looking all right.
He's looking all right?
He's taking a lot of damage, but he's looking all right.
Okay.
And he's currently in a moonbeam.
Right. So I will...
So he's bright and shiny for you.
It's a bonus action. I can only cast a cantrip, right?
If you have a spell, it could be... What level was the other spell?
That was 4th.
So anything.
So it could be a second level or lower. You could cast above a second level, which is my homebrew rule, but then you have to make a save. Or maybe your head will explode. We'll see. But you can cast
a cantrip.
You can cast a cantrip freely. You can cast a second level or lower freely as a bonus action if you have one available. Or you can go above a second level for a bonus at a cost.
No, what I want to cast would be 3rd level, so...
Don't do that.
Yeah. So I am simply going to look at this guy coming up and be like, I think it's time you take care of this. And I'm going to run at him and I'm going to my bonus action, cast Booming Blade, which requires me to make an attack this set. So I make an attack this cantrip Booming Blade.
Okay.
So and to do that, I want also my guy, I don't know if it's a bonus action. My familiar, I gotta check if it's a bonus action.
Owl?
Yes, Owl, Hilda. I want Hilda to come and give me the help action. No, it's not a bonus action because it's just Hilda's action, right? That's familiar. So I want Hilda to come down and get in its face really quick and then leave because she can do that because she does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Although she falls in love with Ica and doesn't want to leave.
So I want to fly by so I get advantage on this attack with the help action.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to upgrade.
And also, just for future reference too, if the target that you're attacking is currently engaged with someone else, you get advantage on the roll as well because you're flanking. Yeah.
That's very nice. In that case, I will cast my attack disadvantage. Okay, if you do another one. That's much better.
Much better.
It's natural 19.
Okay.
And plus 11.
11, yeah, hits.
Okay, so it hits. So I will take the 2d8 plus the 2d6, and these are both fiends. Oops,
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so it's 2d6, 2d8, and 4d10.
Holy three holidays.
Throw the dice back at him.
You know, I thought I had a lot of dice, but I guess not.
So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 30 points of damage, and I'm going to channel Divinity at that time to pump him full of another 23 points of necrotic damage. Whew. Whew.
You wait to see.
Okay.
Does he take necrotic damage?
I mean, he takes some of it.
My necrotic damage when I do this.
Yes.
Plus 7, so that was what, 30, so 53, 60 damage. As you see, as it hits him, kind of the skin kind of starts to crack and dry.
Wow.
Okay.
Who is that?
Does that end your turn, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So, the one in front of you is going to make an attack on Torque. 2 does not hit.
All these people are hitting him and he just stays focused on me.
Well, because you were hitting him prior, so like.
I know, but he also got hit 1, 2, 3 times. And
He
never
has
turned
3
around.
more attacks. Don't worry, I'll take care of them too. 22 to hit.
Of course.
You take 22 points of fire damage
All right.
and 3 points of necrotic. 20 to hit Aika.
Aika?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aika takes 19 points of fire and 10 points of necrotic. So 29 total, right?
Okay.
Oop, not 298. Holy shit. And Hans,
Yeah.
23 to hit.
Does that really hit me? Yes.
You take 41 points of fire damage
Goodness gracious. It's not just very bad for me.
and 6 points of necrotic.
Well, the 6 points of necrotic do nothing, which is nice.
Yeah, this is
Which is nice.
It does nothing.
And as far as the fire damage goes, hold on, let me get back to my. There's a main screen. So it tells me my character. Now we get back to the defenses. And I take half of that fire damage.
Okay.
So how much was it in total for fire?
What did I say?
Good question.
I don't know.
41?
41, yeah.
Yeah, that's about. So you took 20.
points.
Yeah. For disadvantage on Denahi. So it's still 23 with disadvantage to hit you.
Right.
You take 39 points of fire damage.
Wow. Half, because I'm resistant.
Yes, that's
39
Christ.
halved, which is 19 points of fire and 9 points of necrotic. With its first attack on you, its second attack. No, he misses with disadvantage. And third attack on Tallulah. 21 with disadvantage.
Wow.
You take 22 points of fire damage and 7 points of necrotic.
Have.
Okay. It does end their turn. Do I have to make a moonbeam thing at the end of my turn?
Yes.
Point of order. Anyone within 10 feet of me has resistance to damage from spells.
These aren't spells. But
Oh, they're not spells.
no, these are melee attacks.
Chain. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now you guys know.
Yes. And you have to help me keep track because I will not remember.
I mean,
I've already forgot.
What was the save?
Forgot what.
What are we done?
What was
Oh,
the-
I have to do a save. What?
Yes.
So you have to tell me what the.
Well, you tell me what if he saves, and I'll tell you what.
I need to know what I'm saving.
What moonbeam? Radiant damage. The number is 6, 7, 8, 9.
What-
10,
No,
11,
what's
12,
the
13.
Con,
What's the
wisdom.
Constitution.
I don't know. So
Of-
I'm asking.
I thought I said that.
No. 19.
Fails. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16.
Druid.
19 points of radiant damage.
Yay.
Got it. Top of the order. Did not hear.
Okay. So she's just gonna reach out in front of her like this, during her loud piercing sound, and I'm gonna cast Shatter right in the center of his chest.
Okay.
So he has to make a Constitution save.
Does he make that with disadvantage?
15.
Oh, he fails it.
No, it has nothing to do with saves.
Yeah, he fails it.
Okay.
So he takes
Go ahead and shatter that bitch.
14 points of thunder damage.
Pew pew. Thunder damage.
And I'm gonna take a few steps back so I can hide behind that rock.
I'm at the rock.
Yeah.
He's going to make an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
Is
Oh, fuck,
I
that
thought
was
she
a
was
natural
further
20.
than 5 feet away from
He's
her.
got a 25-foot range, if you recall from the last.
Oh, because of the chain.
Natural 20,
Does it?
With disadvantage.
but a 20 with roll. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
Can you? Oh, fuck me! I forgot to do it. Never mind. I forgot to do the dex saves. You are all lucky.
Yay!
Can you make a dex save, please? Because I remember this time. 22 points of fire damage, halved to 11.
Wait, what?
11.
14. What save was I making?
Dex.
Dex.
Thank you. 9.
9. You also take 6 points of necrotic.
Cool beans.
What's your hit points at now? Because I forgot to do yours.
5.
Your total hit points?
Yep.
You only have 5 hit points?
That's why she was running behind the rock.
Wait.
I was way off. I still had you at max healing. Whoopsies.
Whoops. Let her do math for a second, and we'll come back to her.
I'm waiting.
49, actually.
You have 49.
Yes.
That's a huge difference.
That's a
That's a big
huge
difference.
Pretty
difference.
big.
I've been working a lot. Okay.
So you thought you had 5, but you actually have 49?
No, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
See, she didn't care.
All right, so now that that's happened, so as you go to leave, the creature does grab you with his chains, and he pulls you closer. So you are now within his frame, grappled by the flaming chains. Does that end? Well, that ends your turn, right?
Jeidobii, you want to cast Thunderwave?
Easy now.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
You could also try to electrocute it.
Farland.
So I kind of raise my sword to point at the real Brakar and say, "We beat you once, and we will beat you again."
Wait, do we know that it's not real?
And he said it was the real one, and then the other one's a copy.
Each vampire gets their own champion, which is one of these things.
Well, there we go.
I wasn't there.
And then I like make it look like I'm about to run towards it, but actually I misty step to right above it and bring my sword down.
Roll for attack.
I will.
With advantage.
Damn straight it is.
Damn, Skippy.
Oh my god!
My goodness.
Double natural 20.
Whoa!
And the table explodes!
Oh my god, sorry, I have to get a picture of that.
22.
Gotta get a picture of it.
I'm gonna leave it hanging.
It's fixed.
Okay.
It's fixed.
Expect to see that in the Discord link.
Okay.
Okay, Jesus.
Wow.
Jesus.
Can you
So,
quadruple that damage?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I?
Goodbye,
And so I will then expend a spell slot to do a divine smite on him.
Okay.
So as I'm coming down, my sword glows with radiant damage. Or radiant light. Alright, let's get this prepared for some rolling.
You gonna break last week?
Alright, there we go. So much damage on that.
Woo!
Alright, and I get to re-roll this one and this one because with Great Weapon Master, I get to re-roll 1s and 2s on damage dice. Oh, and so much better! Alright, so.
And Hunter's Mark, too.
Wow.
I haven't got it in
Holy
there.
moly,
Yep.
That's very good.
I know.
You're so different,
That's a
Taarve.
9.
Wow.
5,
really attractive, dude.
31. 31 and 16 is 47. 53 plus 8. 61 times 2 is 122 damage to that motherfucker.
You keep setting the record like
I know,
every
right?
day.
Higher. Stay a little higher.
That's brilliant.
Did that surpass the Ted?
No.
No.
No,
Ted in a single round did about 300 plus damage.
That's
It's
fine.
not a contest.
But in
I
a
also
single
No,
like
no,
I tried
but
to
that's
attack
still
again.
awesome.
Lord,
Also,
just put 'em on
yeah.
the table
And you
already.
crit
On
on
your
that.
turn, yeah.
Just drop them out on the table.
Let's
But
do it.
wait, there's more.
So as you misty step, poof, you come down, you just pierce your sword right through the back of him. Are you staying in him? Are you jumping out?
I'm going to then push off of him, like off of, say, his shoulders to bring the sword up, and then
Okay.
for my extra attack, slash it back down on him
Okay, roll for attack.
with advantage.
It was is your extra attack a bonus action? Or it's a second?
No, it's just I get, when I
Two
take
attacks
the
with-
attack
yep,
action, I
yeah,
get another
okay.
attack. So that one, unfortunately, is not a natural 20, but it's a 28 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
So I
I
will.
feel so weak now.
Yeah.
You've had your moments when you've
And then I will use my other spell slot.
you didn't spike these.
Divine Smite him again.
You spiked the bat.
Jesus.
Alright.
Jesus
Get to
Christ.
reroll that. And that.
Jesus,
And
yeah.
that. That's a 10. 11. I roll those two.
No, you have to take the new one.
Oh, take the new one?
Yeah.
Alright, so that was a 1 out of 10. Excuse me, thank you, bud. Alright, so.
I just kept rolling. So.
Kept rolling.
So 20, 30, 35, 43 damage on the second attack.
Oh my god!
Looking.
Look at 165 points of damage.
He's looking kind of rough.
I guess that ends my turn.
Okay.
I guess
Oh, I
I've done
guess.
enough. Shut up.
Senior Torque.
Senior Torque. So, dude is still staring at me, right? He never turned around to all these people beating on him? Alright, cool. First thing I'm doing is downing a potion.
Okay.
Greater. So I got 14 out of that.
Okay.
And then I will start swinging. I have 2 attacks left.
Yep.
And that is for 23 to hit.
Hits.
So he will take. Oh, good.
Joe.
Oh my.
Oh my.
20 damage. 26 points of damage on that attack.
Okay.
And I will swing again. And that is not good. I miss. Sorry, it's a total of 20.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And your turn?
Yeah, that does.
Jeidobii.
20 doesn't hit.
21 hits.
I am going to cast. Let's see what we got here. You know, I'm gonna keep it simple. Let's do this one. So I am going to look over at Denahi. I'm gonna, for my bonus action, I'm gonna give her a healing word at
Okay.
second level. I don't even know what to say.
Oh shit.
Yeah, right. Seems appropriate.
Stay strong, Denahi! Oh, not bad. Alright. 13 points of healing to Denahi.
Yay, thank you.
Yep. And
I just like to picture her saying that in battle.
Thanks! No, I just
It's
stare
more
at him
like-
and like 2 streams of blood come down
No,
my
she goes,
sides.
thanks.
And then I'm going to. Where are you, buddy? There you are. I'm going to take out my wand of magic missile and I'm going to aim it. Since this one in front of me is looking pretty rough, I'm going to aim at him.
Okay.
And I'm going to release 6 of my 7 charges.
Okay, roll for damage.
Yeah.
Such a long mission of order. I need to start killing people.
Alright, so we got
Good try.
4, 5,
Well,
6,
if you'd
7,
looked at anybody
8,
else and I got advantage, that would have been
9,
great.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
True.
23 points of force damage from the wand as just streams of energy crash into this guy.
Okay.
That's how did he take that force damage?
You took it.
Okay.
Like you would think.
All right, cool. That's it. And I'm gonna move a bit farther, just a little bit. I'm gonna go behind the barrels, or kind of
Here?
sort of behind the barrels behind the house to get some cover.
This way?
Yes.
Okay. So with disadvantage. 19.
To hit me?
Mhm.
Do I? Well, let me see. 19, 21. Since I have half cover, that gives me a 21 AC.
Why do you have half
By the
cover?
barrels. That's why I went behind the barrels.
Yeah, but if you look at this logically, by the barrels, do you have half cover from him?
And there's a rock there too, but
What did I say? 19.
19 to hit.
Okay, so that
So it'd be
doesn't hit.
21.
Okay. Go over here.
Yep. I'm done.
He just kind of points his wand around
Yeah.
the corner.
Pew pew.
And
Got
I
it.
am done.
Gears of War style.
Kenrick is going to shoot another ballista at big guy. Woo! That hits. 31 points of damage. You watch as another bolt flies out from this house, from the ballista, hits the creature. He has now 2 giant ballista bolts protruding out of him. Ends Kenrick's turn. Boo. Big boo.
Yeah, that's something we have to address.
Big boo, he's
How did
our
Taarve do on
turn.
his last
Big boo.
round?
I hit him for 40. Oh no, 30 something. Wasn't great.
I really wish you guys were hitting better.
What?
I'm
And
confused,
then
but okay.
I look at Torque and I'm like, I want to see you do it again.
Oh, it's a command or whatever?
No.
Alright.
Is this continual or one time?
That's a blessing.
So I think
That would make it.
Is it one time?
1 minute?
23 to hit.
23 hits. Roll for damage.
Or I think,
It's Denaki does it too. 1 minute.
I can also.
It's a concentration, right?
yes.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
That's 20 points of damage.
20 more points of damage.
That must be why you wrote it on those cards.
Where are your glasses? All right. Yeah, ends your turn. Ends your turn. Or you can do anything else?
Do I get this back now?
No, that's
it's,
a
oh,
plus.
It's a 1 minute long.
Oh, it's
So you said if a level 1 spell can be technically...
So what was the command?
Yeah, they were both level 1.
Oh, well, see,
Yeah,
So
that,
that's my turn.
that would have made it 23 points of damage.
But you have
I
to.
didn't realize I was supposed to roll it with my damage, right?
No, it's an attack roll. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
alright,
yeah,
only on
to
the
your
attack.
attack.
Well, I hit
Yeah.
anyway,
Okay.
Attacks.
And Boo's turn to Lula.
Great. I have a question. Healing blood, is that only to other people or does that work on me too?
What are you talking about?
My
Totally meta right now. But
correct. My immortal nature embedding in my blood, making my vampire blood able to heal anything.
no, that's other people. That's not you. Way to throw that
I'm a
out there.
living creature.
Doesn't count.
Not really. You're technically
But you-
dead.
I'm not dead.
But you can drink blood from other things to heal yourself.
Yeah,
Bite him.
Oh my
Demon.
god, yeah.
Drink his demon blood.
it's fine. Anyway,
Please do this one.
Blood is blood.
great. So in that case, since I can't fucking do the thing that I wanted to do, I'm correct.
You're just gonna cycle your own blood.
Yes.
Doesn't work.
I'm going to.
Perception check, sir.
I'm going to. No, I'm not going to do that because his dex is really high. Back. I'm all discombobulated.
While she's working, what was the thing he cast? The circle thing? Is there a reoccurring damage?
There's a moonbeam on that guy, and this guy he can't move, and he has,
Oh, he can't
he has
move.
disadvantage
Alright.
on attacks outside of his circle. Unfortunately, Denai is inside the circle.
Is she? I thought he cast it on the back side of that.
Yeah,
But
and then
he's
pulled her in.
grappled.
It's 14.
14. Okay. Okay.
Lovely. Lovely.
Just
Lovely.
curious. There's so much I don't understand.
Yeah. I'd have to try to grapple him, which I'm not gonna try to do. So I'm just gonna swing at him.
Okay, roll protect.
Beautiful.
That was
23.
better till your
23
bonus
hits?
dice hit it and
I
rolled
know.
it.
Fine.
23 hits?
Yes. 8. Time 18. I can do math, I swear. 23 points of radiant damage and 1 point of fire damage.
Okay.
You
And
whistled.
then I'm going to. I'm going to bonus action. Branding smite myself. So that the next.
Branding smite myself.
So the next time I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I get an extra 2d6 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my second attack to hit him.
Go for it.
Beautiful!
So aggressive.
19 plus 12.
That hits.
Great. So I get 2 more d6. There we go. reroll this, I reroll this, and I reroll this.
By the way, with magic circle, I'm supposed to specify theme.
This one.
And I will take that. 10.
Roll a d20 for. So it's just roll fair.
31 points of radiant damage and 2 points of
You got a 3. You're fine.
flame fire.
How much?
31 points of radiant damage and 2 points of flame damage.
The choice is yours.
Yeah.
So my big giant obsidian blade also burst into flames, is now bright white and super glowing, and I charge towards him and I upward through his bottom.
Sure.
Chest.
So
I'm very confused about what just happened.
Just thrust it through his torso.
seeing
Sure
your sacred flame buddy being grappled by this creature, you're engulfed with this rage. You run up and you pierce the creature with your weapon. It glows that white, and you just lift it up with the serrated edge on the backside just cuts through. You watch as this creature gets split in half, and blood is just black, deep red blood is spraying everywhere. The creature is now
And then
dead.
she rolls and rubs the
talking
blood
about.
all over her. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, does she like try and catch
does the
any of
blood do anything to me, or is it
Just hitting you?
like-
No.
Try and catch it on your tongue.
Is she like going, ah?
Maybe next turn you can find out.
Maybe. That's my turn.
I get some of his blood in my mouth.
I have no idea. How many attacks just happened? That was so
Ica.
intense.
Lots. All right,
It
Ica's
wasn't
gonna
just two, though.
do a double claw. Foof, foof. First hit. Natural 20. Go ahead, Ica.
Oof, oof. That's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking.
You know,
It's the worst.
For like 2 points of damage.
Well,
Full
so that's
double,
gonna
so
be 4 plus 11 points of slashing on the first hit.
Okay.
Second claw going in with his magical metal claws. Just to remind you, DM. What did you say?
Magical claws.
All right.
Yeah.
27 to hit on the second hit.
Hits.
16 points of slashing damage to it. By the magical claws. And Ica is done.
Got it.
He's gonna roll on his face.
Roll for intimidation.
Come on, Ica. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Alright, so that's gonna be 22.
22. The creature's not intimidated, but he does turn and looks at Ica.
Ica's just
And he goes,
Turns.
ooh, 19. Roll a, what am I rolling? I don't know, what do you roll? Just roll something.
Roll something.
Roll a wisdom.
Wisdom save? Well, you know, he's Ica, so it's a 15.
15. So Ica growls at him. The creature turns around. He's bigger than Ica. And you just see like just a demonic face, and Ica. Oh shit.
Jeidobii.
Ends his turn.
Suddenly he's calling Jeidobii instead of like Dick.
Right.
Hans.
Dick.
Okay, well, the first thing I have to say is actually Booming Blade is not a bonus action, it's an action, so you have to take back the 60 damage instead of last turn.
Okay.
So I apologize for that.
Thank you
I'll
for your
read my
honesty.
spells better.
So now he's even stronger. Cool.
Yes. However, looking at him, looking at her, actually, would be like, oh, today is an auspicious day. This is going to be very fun for Hans Velsing. And then he, and then he looks at the guy and says, today, you will be going back to hell. And traces along his sword as you see him cast, as a bonus action, level 5 Holy Weapon, as you see this dark energy kind of start to emit from it, emitting a light out 60 feet, and then a dim light in 30 feet. And I will say, death always takes you, and I will swing at him with disadvantage.
Roll with advantage, please.
Natural 20!
Oh! Hans
You don't
Velsing
even
with
know.
the natty.
You don't even know. All right,
I mean,
so
you want to re-roll
here's
it,
that.
yeah.
Says the
damage.
DM
I mean, yeah,
of natural 1.
You might get to higher.
So hold on. So there's the 2d6
Re-roll it to get higher.
plus
You're
the
fired.
2d8 plus the 3d8
Would you attack me? I'd so attack me.
plus the 4d10.
Alright. Butter.
You want to borrow one map?
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. So hold on. 2d6, 3d8. Oh, well, it's with the booming blade as well, so actually another 2d8.
All the dice.
Just watching you get ready to roll is like, come on.
Yeah, no, I have no idea how long I was like, I will make this character.
I'm not playing D&D correctly.
I know, I feel the same way. I'm like, I don't understand what I'm missing here.
Sorry. I'm trying to get all the damage here together. So there was the 2d6 for the weapon damage, then the booming blades 2d8, plus the holy weapons 2d8, plus my necrotic
Is this
thingy for
weapon
another
you created?
2d8, plus another 4d10 because it's a fiend and a giant.
If you use the bigger one on other things,
does the
it'll
booming
do the
weapon
same.
Yeah, but it's a
count
dragon,
if
it's the only thing
it
that works
didn't
on it.
count last turn?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah. Booming blade
You still
is a
have your
cantrip,
gem
but I'm
slots
using it
and
as the
axes.
action,
Gotcha.
whereas holy weapon was the bonus action.
I didn't hear you.
You still have the gem.
So that's that.
Or you can buff your axes.
Plus,
right.
I could have sworn I was missing another D8. Damn it. Oh well. I will just
Gee,
cheat
it's
this.
enough. I
I'll
mean,
just-
really,
yes, that's what I
I
have
don't
to
think
do.
we have to quibble over one more D8.
All max.
Go high.
Oh my god.
Alright, well,
Jesus.
so here's 15. Then that's 22.
And we'll be right back after the calculations take place.
30, 33, 34, 35, 40, plus 18.
Take the 60 away and
So
here's
that's
60.
58, 59, 60, 61, plus 7, so that's 68. No, sorry, it's 61 times 2, because that's all the damage on the dice. So that's 122. Plus 7 for my modifier, so that's 129. Plus I activate my Channel Divinity for an extra 23 damage, necrotic damage.
Lord.
So
So
that's
how
in
much is that
total.
total?
Yeah, so sorry, it's
150?
129 plus 23. So yeah, 100 and what is it, 50?
54? Or
52?
52.
Yeah, 152.
I still did pretty good.
The choice is yours.
Alright. You
What
watch
do you think
as
that
this
is?
blade comes in with this unholy, holy but dark energy that comes
Then thou?
that hits right in the stomach, and just you watch the skin start to slough off as its jaw and its eyes start to fall out of its face and just.
Constitution's out.
Chuck's just standing there looking at his axes.
Yeah,
like,
he
what
can't.
the hell's wrong with you?
And he is now
Kind of
dead.
shakes.
This is ridiculous.
Thank you.
So
KO.
the last demon is now vanquished. The city you can hear is still fighting off in the distance, fighting other bats and such. But you feel and you watch as a lot of bats are starting to retreat. What would you guys like to do?
I'm going straight up to Tallulah
I take my blade out of it.
as I run over and I look at Sam and I say, "Yeah, that's how you deal with one of those things. Learn that. I will be right back."
Goes back to the outhouse?
No, I'm going over to Tallulah from you guys.
Oh yeah, Master.
I take my bow out and start making pot shots at the bats that are flying away.
Sure. Roll attack.
As Hilda jumps onto my
Okay.
shoulder. And
And
I
I turn around to meet.
I come right up into her face and I go, "This is very interesting." And I grab you kind of by the face and turn you this
Can I
way.
help you? Can you just...
As I see him grab her by the face, I stand behind him in a very intimidating manner with my arms folded and walk up.
Sure. You can roll an intimidation check. Can you please make a wisdom save?
Thank you for nothing.
And that was a 21 to attack.
Okay. Yeah, you take a couple out.
19 to intimidate.
Okay.
11.
11.
Okay, so I go, "What are you? You are some things that I have not encountered before."
I don't know. What are you? What the fuck did you just do over there?
Oh, I'm very sorry. I am Hans Velsing. It's very nice to meet you.
Mm.
Yes. And you seem to need to feed.
I'm sorry, what?
You're a vampire, are you not?
No, maybe.
You smell like one.
What?
You smell like a vampire.
What do they smell like?
They smell like vampires. Have you not smelled one?
I mean, no.
Yes, that's unfortunate for you. It will help you identify them. You, however, smell a little different. What is wrong with you? And does Hans Velsing have to remedy this for you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Like, get rid of it?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I like look at everybody around and I just no, it's okay. I don't really know you. I don't really know what you're gonna do to me.
I come from behind the house.
How's it that you do not know Hans Velsing? I'm the very renowned vampire hunter, and undead and demons and whatever comes out. And you've not heard of me?
Have I heard of
I've been around for a very long time.
Did I hear him say that he could rid her of this condition?
Perception check, just to be safe.
I'm Tallulah,
15.
by the way. You should probably get my name before you touch my face again.
Right, I'm sorry. Usually when it comes to the vampires, I don't ask first.
14 history.
I'm not really a
Vaguely.
vampire,
It'll be
per
pick up
se.
your mother.
I don't really know what I am.
That's what the pears say.
Let me see your teeth, then.
And I walk up to him. I'm sorry, Mr. Velsing. You said it was
Hans Velsing?
Hans.
Yes, that's right.
You said you could remove her condition from her.
Well, it would remove her life as well.
So you're trying to kill me. That's what you're doing here right now.
I'm not trying to kill you. If Hans Velsing was trying to kill you, you'd be dead. Look at that guy.
And as you look over to that guy, you watch Kenrick, who looks like he's got maybe a piece of demon flesh in his mouth, grabs half of the demon, and as he's yeah, my wife, and he just kind of grunts right by you. Wisdom save again.
17.
17. You're feeling pretty hungry, especially as the meat crosses your face. And as he continues down, he kind of hints to somebody and he throws the carcass into the gorge, and they shoot something and they ignite it with fire, and you watch as it just melts and falls into the gorge.
You say you are hungry, I can tell.
I didn't say anything.
No, I can see it. Your eyes went straight to that meat.
Yeah, I mean, don't your eyes go to meat when you're hungry?
Well, I don't get very hungry very often these days. Unfortunately, for me, who I do love eating, you, however, you feed on people, don't you?
I have not fed on a person in a whole 24 hours.
No, that is not an accomplishment.
3 days.
30. How much is 3 days? 72 hours.
Well, you must be getting very hungry then.
I've had other things. See, I don't have to eat people.
Wisdom save.
I'm still standing there, just soaked in blood.
I look a little
21.
more confused again when I hear her say it's been 3 days since that happened.
Okay.
So why don't you introduce me to your friends, and we can discuss what to do about you.
We already know
This again.
how to handle this. Thank you.
Everybody, this is Hans. Hans, this is everybody. Now I've got your accent. I hope you're fucking happy.
I'm always happy. I'm Hans.
Hans Velsing. What is it?
I was gonna turn and look at Boo and what's happened to you?
It got bigger.
Yeah, I can see.
There's so many things going on right now. We're gonna hold off on you for a second. Why are you like this?
Bigger?
Yeah, but also like
Where did you go?
older? Are you older?
Why do you have some sort of scruff? You look different. Besides the size.
And you watch as his form he goes back to normal, Boo.
Is that a monk thing?
No!
Never was before.
Yeah, he never. I mean, I don't know him that long, but he never did that when I was around.
That's interesting.
Where were you?
Poke his cheek.
When I look at Hans...
I'm going around her, just looking at her and stuff.
How do I feel when I look at Hans? Like, what do I see?
Ooh.
It's a 19.
I'm gonna go stand by Tallulah, like very close to Tallulah as he's...
It is a mix between yellow and black.
You're like a
What the
bumblebee.
hell is that?
Like a bumblebee.
Like it's like black, and then it flickers to yellow, and it flickers to black.
What do you mean bumblebees? That's weird.
You've touched both sides.
Of whom?
The light and darkness.
Well, that is very true. Yeah, that's right. That's right. What happens sometimes when you live this long? When you hunt vampires.
And how old are you?
Old enough to be, well, most of yours, probably grandfather, if not great-grandfathers. So,
Now my dad's dead.
well, that's unfortunate. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So is my mom.
But you should not weep for him. Death comes for everyone.
And his
I never
sister.
wept. I didn't know that.
Oh, well.
And
I'm sorry for that.
My grandparents were very old. I doubt you're that old.
Oh, yeah? Yeah? They're old, are they?
Yes.
Oh, well, I bet you I could give your grandparents a run for their money, huh?
You're over 1,000 years old.
Why would I tell you that? I do know that I've been hunting vampire berries.
Very
In
rude.
fact, I was hunting a very, very important vampire. I helped kill him in the past. Still hunting him now.
Was his name Victor?
Who knows this vampire?
Well, it's the only vampire we know besides this one.
I am not.
to be fair, we also know his sister Rosalind.
And
And
And we
Ian.
assume
And the
Ian.
3 other vampires you guys fought in the square.
He knows these people.
I didn't know them personally.
Sure. Oh, you weren't there. You're right.
Yeah.
Has Boo read about, since he's such a avid reader, has he read about Velsing?
It is in a book, and it was in a previous conversation.
Yeah, we've heard him.
You wouldn't have heard of
No,
Helsing.
I wasn't there.
I mean, the last times that I killed this vampire, I was with some other people. And,
You were with my grandfather when they.
I was not with your grandfather, whoever that is. They're mostly dead now, but there is one.
Zoroastrians.
This is not your grandfather. You are playing joke on me.
No. No, he is.
This is your grandfather. Well, then your mother would be, what was her name? Halosa, right? Your grandmother?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Zoroastrian, are you saying this? As
Yes.
I, like, talk to my bracer?
I don't have eyes. But yes, I do hear a familiar face. Sound, voice.
I'm gonna gently put, like, my bracered hand on his shoulder.
What are you doing? Oh,
Was
I
it-
understand now. This is very uncomfortable.
See,
I'm so
that's
sorry.
what you did to me.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you make a wisdom save, please?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Within-
Oh, it did not. Well, hold on. Hold on. One moment. Ted just doesn't want to go away.
Didn't go well.
Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, it's 4 plus my wisdom save, which is 9. 13.
13. Okay. As he does that, and you were kind of making this a very interesting joke with her, you hear a voice in your head, a familiar voice. Hans, is that you? And it's Zelorosian.
It is I, Hans, the one and only. You know this. Cool. How did you end up in here? You are dead, but your wife, she is still alive, right? I heard of her just the other day. So a little while ago.
What do you mean you heard of her just the other day?
Well, just a while ago, you know.
What was said?
Just that she was alive. I check on all the party members. Unfortunately, most of them are dead. There were 2 left alive. Do you know?
I saw my grandmother pass away.
It was like a month ago, maybe? Yeah, 3 weeks maybe.
I'm very sorry to hear this. She was an incredible woman.
Yes. How long ago was this that you heard this?
A couple of months ago.
Oh, yes. It's only been about a month.
Well, I suppose when you're as old as you claim to be, a couple of months seems like not too long.
It was not. It's just the other day, like I said. Listen to this man. He's very intelligent.
So who told you this?
Well, you know, I travel around the world, killing vampires, hunting people. But I've been waiting here because, you know, this is where we killed Victor last time. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where we killed Victor last time. So this is where I am.
That's why you're here?
That's
You
right.
didn't track him here or anything?
No, that's yeah. I don't know. I'm looking for him.
Well, he's not here.
And Rosalind.
She was here
You just missed her.
Just a little while ago.
while you were in
Indisposed.
disposed.
No, actually, I did see her. Oh, and that's when I started casting the spell. I was trying to get it on her. Unfortunately, it did not take.
Do you know where Lord Keiran is right now?
This is the person I'm looking for.
He's in Edak.
Is that right?
At least that's where his base is, as far as we know.
His horde, his werewolf horde, and the rest of the vampires are holding down my city.
Is that right? Wait a minute.
And by the way, as you were talking to Zelarosian, or Aros as they call him, you did notice and you get the sense that the bracer with the blue gem that's kind of like pulsating that's where the entity is coming from.
Okay. One second. Wait a minute. You said Lord Aura? Is that what you said?
Keiran.
Lord Keiran.
Viktor Keiran. Yeah.
Yes. If he is in Edak, since that is where I would likely be going, I don't know if you guys are strong enough to take him out. But,
I just killed that thing.
I mean, you had a lot of
Well,
them.
he's arrogant.
Well, I am Hans. And who are you, big guy?
My name is Torque.
Well, this is a strong man. Hans likes this.
Do you?
I do. You will need to be strong to face Victor and Rosalind. It was not that long ago that I remember them destroying everyone.
Well,
What do you suggest makes us so strong?
Well, I did just witness you on that. It was impressive, but I don't think you're ready.
How did you kill him the first time?
Well, we had the weapons. That's how we did it.
What weapons?
Perception check. You, Jeidobii, you hear a voice in your head. Just
Two.
Two?
Plus 5, so 7.
Fine. Okay. You hear your grandfather is just kind of rambling at the moment. Like you just hear him is very confused. He doesn't normally do that. He's just, it can't be. Like he's just kind of talking to himself. But you hear him do that.
What is it? I'll say it in my head. What is it?
I don't understand how he's still alive.
Why is that?
Because we all died that day. Except for your grandmother, Thais, Oran. Yes, I think that's what everyone else died.
How did you survive the fight the first time?
My question first.
Oh. Go ahead.
I already asked. With weapons, I guess.
What weapons? Oh yeah.
And then as she asks this, I draw my sword out. Was it anything like this?
Am I recognize it?
History check.
Ooh.
With
I
advantage.
still have my giant flaming obsidian.
Yes, that's very
Just burning away.
But you're good at attacking.
I've been staring at
Really
them.
good. Sorry, what is history?
Yes.
Yeah, I make the flames dance.
Is your staff?
It's
out?
15. Sorry, 18.
18. So as she asks what weapons, and you're kind of catches your eye that you're following the bracer to a very unique white charcoal twisted root staff with a gem at the end, which does look familiar. You see the elf who walks over here with a sword, but also on his back you see a very familiar bow, and you see a very familiar sword as well.
Well, weapons like these. Actually, these exact weapons. Maybe you're not as weak as I thought. But you will need more, and you will need to increase their strengths.
We have 2 weeks to take out Lady Rosalind. I don't say why. I just look at Tallulah.
Closer to
You want to make it
11
any more
days.
obvious?
So you are mid-transition. You are going to be full vampires.
So how?
And you would be aware that the full moon is in 2 weeks.
So how again did you survive that? I step in front of Tallulah so he can look directly at me. How was it again that you survived that fight?
Well, I did not die. I survived that fight.
I heard he died.
Well, is that your grandfather in there telling you
Yes.
that I died? Well, you may not have seen everything. But I'm very much alive.
Is he lying to me?
You can see me.
Inside check.
Are there like those little like bat things like falling out of the sky around us?
There's some, yeah. There's some still around, but you're watching as a lot of townspeople in Kenrick are burning them and just tossing everything in the gorge.
Great. Can I like
Sure.
stop? I see like one fall and like somebody's gonna come up to get it. And I just say, stop, stop, stop! I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
And I like take it.
Perception checks.
I got
Perception checks.
a
I'm like
13.
sneakily
with
walking
a
because
one.
Jeidobii
Sleight
standing in
of
front
hand.
of me.
Sleight of hand.
24.
18.
15.
21.
15.
15.
Nice
So,
job.
yeah, everybody sees.
Great, but I'm like, you don't have to watch me. You don't have to watch me. And I'm like gonna go behind one of the houses.
Sure.
I'm watching intently as she goes behind.
Hey, listen. Hey, I just met you. Get your eyes. Get your eyes.
You do what you have to do.
Drinking sounds good. I'm going to the tavern. That ale was amazing.
I'm going to follow Tallulah, not because I'm suspicious, if anything, to protect her from other townspeople who may not know what she's doing.
Sure.
Hiding from other townspeople.
Hans,
Yes, that is me.
you said there was another survivor besides Jaidobie's grandmother.
Yes, that's right. I have not been able to track them down for some time, actually. It was the sorcerer of ours. Oron, I think they're alive. At least I've not heard of their deaths. So this is one thing I'm looking for.
Who else was there with you?
Who else? I mean, God, it was all of us. We had a great time.
Denahi, you encapsulated Oron's body.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Halosa, we had Zalorosian. Oh, and we had Jaxa Crowell. Oh my goodness, this is a Claymore. Oh man, that person. Then there was Thais Helgrave, but they died many years ago. It was very sad. Everyone dies. That's what I'm telling you.
Would my friend have told me anything about Hans?
Well, yeah, that's what I said in previous conversations. Yes, he would have briefly spoke about the group that he was just talking about.
Would he have said anything about his potential demise?
I don't think so.
The truth is that they killed a dragon who was working for Viktor. And
The Black Dragon, yes.
so you know this.
You could fill in some holes. There may be some holes there.
Well, when they went to fight Viktor, they enlisted my help, actually. That's the reason they could, is because of me.
My mother... I think my mother told me of you.
Well, that's very nice.
You... The way you could help was... You were a vampire.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hans Velsing is human.
Is he lying?
Can I
That's
can
what
I,
Insight
yeah,
check.
can I
who's
hear
human.
Jeidobii talking about
Perception check
Oh my
with
god.
advantage.
this? You're gonna smell him.
Jaidobie.
14.
14.
He's telling the truth. He doesn't seem to be lying.
14.
14, same. You can vaguely
Do I
hear.
hear the word vampire?
Yeah.
I drop the carcass. Literally, yes. I drop the carcass and I go back around the corner.
Okay.
You talking about me?
No, I think I'm talking about you.
She's not talking about me.
Are
So
you,
Viktor was a vampire.
are you familiar with Halos's daughter, Janathan, my mother?
I don't believe I actually had the pleasure.
You've heard of her, but you've never met her in person.
I rolled a 14 for insight if he was lying.
He's telling the truth.
Okay. Well, interesting.
Best that you can tell.
Interesting. Okay.
But I do hunt a vampire.
Yeah, I come up and I. Yeah?
Just like that, yeah. Get used to that. And then once you turn full, then you'll get used to my blade in your face.
That's how
That's how that works.
You know what's funny is
That won't happen.
you summon your blade the same way she summons hers.
Did he?
I thought I saw him.
We
No?
did the.
No,
like,
he did
holy-
a spell on
Yeah,
it.
it's
Oh, I see.
That's very similar, yes.
It probably looked the same, yes.
Interesting.
To the untrained eye.
I'm going inside.
Okay.
And I just go
So you're
towards
going
the
to the tavern? Okay.
I'm
So
going
you
to
have offended your friends.
They just like to drink. Some of us in other ways.
I do miss that. It's a drinking ale, not a drinking blood. So.
Yes. Did you ever drink blood?
I mean, you know, who doesn't, right? Fun since alive.
Just once?
Well, I mean, you know, you get an algae in your, in your mouth. Yeah.
Is that enjoyable?
I mean, no.
Okay.
It's not.
Hey, why can't you drink ale?
Well, because, I'm not exactly alive.
See, now we have something to talk about.
Cross my arms and listen.
Once I'm not exactly dead.
Interesting.
I am.
And you do hear that, by the way.
You want to explain further, please?
I don't think I need to.
I don't think it matters if you have the same goal.
That's right.
But are you human?
Am I human? Well, you could call me that. I was once.
Full human?
Oh, I was the best kind of human. I was turned on human.
So what are you now?
I'm Hans Velsing.
Right.
That is all I am. I hunt a vampire, and her will drives me.
Her will drives you.
That's right. By the way, how hurt are they looking?
Some of them look pretty hurt.
I go up to Tallulah and I touch her shoulder and I be like, may I touch your shoulder just a minute?
Fine.
Right, vampire friend. Okay. And I cast a 4th level Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
So that is a 4th level. Yeah. Where is that gonna mark it down? 48 plus 5. So, D8.
Her will drives you. Who is she?
12,
Follow the
14,
Jeidobii.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 24 points of damage as you watch from my hand emits this kind of dark energy that kind of goes throughout and then goes into your, like, all the eyes, your mouth, your ears, and then spreads throughout your body, healing your wounds as they kind of knit together. Similar to the necrotic energy, how you saw that kind of break, you see kind of reverse together.
Interesting.
Jeidobii, just a moment. Hans,
Yes.
while I was away from my friends, I learned some things. Having watched you, I think I have news to share with them that would be very much in line with what you're saying.
Okay, what is it?
Is everyone here? Torque went away. Did
Torque and Denahi are
at
at the tavern.
We should get Torque and Denahi.
Let's just go in the tavern.
Yeah.
We head in the tavern.
Okay. You
I'm
guys head.
standing right next to Hans the whole time.
I shunt my blade away. Just
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. We're gonna sit at the table with Denahi and Torque.
I already had a ton of beers lined
So
up.
as the 5 of you enter the tavern and you see Denahi and Torque sitting at a table in the corner, so we're going to go take our break real quick. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, guys. Don't forget we currently have a raffle going, so go ahead and hit exclamation point raffle to enter that raffle. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Bye! And welcome back. So, as you all enter into the tavern, Jeidobii, please make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh, that's not cool.
Well, that's just nice.
Sorry.
That's just nice.
14.
14. As you all are walking into the bar, Tallulah is walking very close to Hans. The rest of you are just entering the bar. You're kind of the last person who walks in. As you walk in, you feel like the pulse of your bracer and your grandfather.
He's right. You aren't strong enough. We were just as strong as you were when we fell.
Am I the only one hearing this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear it.
No.
We were just as strong. And it seems Viktor is stronger than he was.
I just listen. I don't.
You might need to continue the path of the Taarve. You wield the Warden staff, but you have yet to unlock all of its power.
Here's a bloody one.
What do you know of this? Of Warzat and this path?
I know enough.
Do you?
We'll talk later. And I just follow everyone into the tavern.
You make a dex save.
Deck save.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to your grandparents.
That is. Oh wait, only a 10.
10?
Yeah.
As you say that, you hear and the staff actually grows about another 8 inches, which you weren't prepared for, and you actually take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as the staff hits the door jamb purposefully.
Talk later.
What are you doing?
Okay. So you enter the bar. Tort and Denahi are already well into their tankard. What are you
I
guys
grab
doing?
one of Denahi's beers.
I have like 5 more.
All over.
I take one and I stare at Hans.
We're like 3 feet away.
Yes,
hello.
So, Boo, now that you have us all together, what did you want to tell us?
I gesture to them all to take a seat at the table, and I sit down opposite them. We have been misguided.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Spent quite a while with someone from the past, with Dice.
Besides,
How long could you have... What? We were only apart 3 hours.
I know, it seemed like like months. We trained, and he taught me things, and also told me things.
Vice is alive?
No,
You went into another of these dreamlike battles?
sort of. Kind of like a chamber of time that was hyperbolic, where we communed.
How did
Travanis
this happen?
was never the enemy. She's a necessary part of the balance.
Well, of course she's a necessary part of this balance. It's dad's.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I feel I observed during the battle, that you would be able to support me on this.
Yes, well, I mean, who thinks that Travanis is evil? Or
Well,
bad?
the problem is people acting in her name. They have given us the idea that that was her agenda.
Because they are full of shit. I can tell you this.
But Viktor and Riha, there's something different. Whereas Travanis is just the necessary darkness to balance the light. They are an end. They are nothingness.
She wants their heads.
Yes.
They must die.
I see.
That's
I
deep.
don't at all.
Kenrick is just sitting here listening to him. You know Kenrick. You've been here for a long time.
Thanks with the ballista, by the way.
Bitch getting it open, but yes.
But
That was a
you
good
did.
shot.
Thank you.
Very big target.
Not too far away.
Dice did mention you, though.
That's sweet.
Thais. How do you know Thais?
Well, I read about him a lot when I was a kid. Then I also spent the last couple months with him in a spiritual realm getting cool.
He was.
I'm so,
He just looks at you and he just kind of leans towards the torque.
Other ale?
Yes.
That's where I got extra jacked and got this cool stubble beard.
That would
Alright.
explain your new ability.
Oh yeah.
I was going to say, you know, in the very short amount of time that you were gone, you've changed quite a lot. You sound more mature.
Perception checks,
I
bro.
don't know about that.
perception checks.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Dice jail. Dice jail.
16.
9.
10.
10.
Feel that.
Damn.
8.
It's the
You said 16?
I'm entranced by his beard. Stubble. His beardy stubble.
I get a secret now.
Have you ever gotten one before?
Once.
What is your
Is the power tied to your
Oh.
facial hair? Is that how it works? You got a cool beard and does that give you cool things?
Yeah, maybe.
I think so.
Like
I'm not
Simpson,
gonna
but with
shave.
beards.
Yes.
But
In that case, you must be extremely powerful, Torque.
Of course.
I'm doomed.
I think that
Not this time, but the last time, if you recall. Does that make sense?
So has them from last time.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that.
You remember that?
No.
So you're telling me that spiritually you've been with Thais for months.
maybe
Where did you even go?
to the spirit side.
But like when you left, like what happened?
You went to go clean up your own shit, and now
Oh no, that was just a clever ruse. Dice called me over.
So yeah, so to be clear where you were, like you don't know where you were, but it was very bright. It was very, colors were a little more mute, and it was very, not shadowy, but almost like you were in this realm, but you weren't in this realm. Like a mirror version of this,
But what I
of an ethereal nature.
learned is that it's good that Hans is here because Travanis may be the key to making us strong enough to fight Victor.
Wait, so you followed Travanis? Is that what you're saying?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
your
don't
head just-
follow Travanis,
Just explodes.
but since it's up, maybe I tell you. And I drop the disguise,
Was it what now?
and you guys see it still looks like me, except a little disfigured, messed up, kind of in the eye, kind of like I had taken some necrotic damage and it didn't heal. You see 2 bite marks that have long been closed up right here on me. Very gaunt face, very thin person, very, very pale skin.
I stand up and kind of like a shock.
What is in this ale?
Probably just ale. I am Hans Velsing, and I was vampire.
That's why you're black and yellow.
I don't know what that means.
You can see your aura.
That's what I look like. Look at that.
Oh. Oh.
Looks familiar.
I see.
And I'm no longer vampire. I'm not. You see, I did die that day.
When you were a vampire then?
I was then, yes. See, Victor, he had the control of me because I was one of the first he turned. And I could not keep doing the things I was doing. You don't know what it's like to have to feed all the time, and then it's a rush you feel when you do.
Sounds like me drinking ale.
Yes.
French bread,
Perhaps. Perhaps, except this ale comes from living beings.
We have someone who relates.
I know. Put the disguise back up.
So is there a way to save her still? Besides killing Rosalind?
Well, You've seen killing Rosalind from suicide? Why?
She bit me.
You've seen killing Rosalind from... Keep her from being turned?
It was a very strong theory that we had.
This is a funny theory.
And why is that?
Why is that? I think it's Victor.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, because Rosalind she's beholden to Victor. You must kill Victor to save your friend.
So it's not the one that turns you, but the one that turned all vampires.
And not all. If you could find the person who was the original vampire, that would be something. But Victor is close enough.
Does Jeidobii know the original vampire?
Yeah, technically, Victor is the first
Oh,
vampire.
okay.
Like, Rihad technically started the curse. So if you want to be technical, then technically she was,
Yeah,
but
that's
then
what I'm
but then
referring to.
but then she became the goddess of darkness. So he is essentially the Dracula that was created from that.
Gotcha.
But yes.
So, yes.
After hearing that news, I just kind of like slumped down in my chair, just like, jeez. This has got a whole lot harder.
But to answer your question, Trivana saved me. She brought me back. She gave me this unnatural long life. And she imposes her will on me. It was her who sent me to find my sword. It was her who drives my actions and who grants me power. And until Victor is dead, you'll have Hans with you.
Interesting. I've also spoken with a god, the goddess Mora. She's also recruited me to her service to take down Lord Keiran.
So the gods are working together. That's good news.
I never got the name of my god,
You have a
so I don't know. I stay silent.
I'm also the chosen one. I just don't know for what still.
yeah, your patron. You don't know who it is. Just a
Maybe it's
shadow
this.
figure.
I used to think it was to fight Travanis, but now I know that was wrong.
Yes, it's very wrong.
At this point, Kenrick walks up. Oh, looks like you need a beer. Hands you a beer.
I take it.
On the house.
I drink it with no effect.
While
You get a little buzz.
Do I?
Yeah, just a little one, not what you would normally think that you would get.
Okay.
Little baby buzz.
Like me after 6-pack.
Okay.
while Boo had his hands in front of his face like this, I kind of noticed something about his hands. Where did you get those, Boo? I don't recall you having them before. Those... are they brass knuckles?
Oh. When we killed the other demon, I took them off.
Interesting. Do you suppose that might have had any effect on how you were able to travel into the spirit room?
No, that was nice.
That was the mushrooms.
He just called me and he took me with him.
I see. I only ask because, I mean, have you been able to do this before? The timing seems suspect.
I see your logic. And I'll raise you one logic. I think you might have something.
Did he say anything else about the black dragon that they defeated?
The one just flew over the town.
Remember, we saw him holding some kind of symbol that might have dispersed the dragon.
Mostly he taught me things and told me a little bit. Did he tell me anything further?
No. I mean, eventually, what you all witnessed when you went back in time to relive through the bodies of these beings, you watched them kill the dragon to a point. And at that point, the dragon had shifted into the Shadow Realm, and which, like Thais had later found out that the dragon was not dead. And obviously, as you all know, 3.5 hours prior, you watched that same dragon, which looked a lot bigger, 500 something years later, flying over the city heading north. And you just heard that the dragon is alive.
Perhaps they didn't kill it, those lying bastards.
Maybe they did, but maybe it came back just as Victor did.
Are they connected?
Yes, the dragon is Victor's pet.
So about now at the table, I'm going to mentally bring back up the conversation with arrows.
Okay.
You ready to talk now?
You said you knew what could help us.
I don't know if I want to tell you now.
I think you want to.
Okay. We all thought we had enough power. We had numbers. We had the best spellcasters and fighters in the land. With Hans recently turning his back on Viktor at our side, we thought we had everything that we needed. But we were wrong. We thought that if we killed him, he would be dead forever. We only later found out that he went to the Shadow Realm. His castle in the Shadow Ward. We don't know where it is. Perhaps your new friend might have figured that out in the past 500 years, that this asshole is still alive.
Actually, and I say this mentally, is he talking to everyone here?
No,
or
it's just
me?
mental. Yeah.
Okay. I'll say back to him. Plateau. My mother spoke of a floating island.
The Verdant Plateau?
Yes.
What of it?
There may be a rift there that could.
Interesting.
That he can go to and from this.
If you can
dark
find out
world.
where that is, that might be your way in.
Ooh, let's play some Diablo.
All right. Good to know.
Varzut.
Yes, the one down.
Varzut. The first elemental. One that helped shape this world.
I know of him.
You
I know
wield
of it.
the weapon from him.
This was made from him.
Yes. It was meant to protect the druids.
The Taarve.
The wielder of this weapon becomes the warden of the Taarve. But you have to finish the path of the druid. You have to go to the elemental planes, find the warden of each plane, defeat them, gain powers, gain power gems to perhaps help your friends empower their weapons.
Fetch class.
I only know
What
of a
hand
general
weapon?
area of where these wards could be from my teachings. I don't know exactly where they are.
We'll start with one that you know and go from there.
This seems like a lot.
Yes,
Like a
it's
lot.
only going to get worse.
And everyone,
Hyperventilating.
and this sounds like them talking kind of back and forth. They just kind of start seeing me, just kind of like,
So you're talking about this dragon. It's connected to Victor
This is pet,
because it's his pet. So
That's
like,
right.
why are they so far? Jeidobii, are you okay?
Chopping grass.
That seems to have helped. Well done.
how? So I think I might know something that might be able to help. It's not an easy path.
What? How do you know this? How do you just know things?
But he has somebody who's very old on his arm.
You have what?
Oh shit, she doesn't know.
Oh, I never told you. Well, this gauntlet.
I just thought you were just fucking talking to yourself all the time.
No, I'm talking to my grandfather who lives within my gauntlet.
You just take a lot of
that, like, maybe
drugs,
it's
so
just
that it's fair.
What?
You just accepted that? Like maybe okay, that's just a quirk for him.
Well, yeah, he gets high all the time. I don't know. He just fucking sits there and just talks to himself. He was sitting in the alleyway with a fucking staff he couldn't get out of his hand for 20
I
minutes.
talked to the spirits. Never mind.
So
There is the one path that we may be able to take to help all of us is a path of my own.
And
which
your arm told you this.
my grandfather told me this. Yes.
this is attached to his arm. It's not his actual arm.
I make appear the great staff.
Where did you get
Ah.
that?
My mother,
Some nice one.
and she got it from my grandfather. This is the warden staff of the Taarve.
You're in danger.
What?
You're in danger.
Wait,
Why?
does that mean you're in charge of things? Oh god, who's gonna put him in charge?
Do I know what that is? The staff? No.
What do you mean I'm in danger?
I mean, your friend there is likely going to kill you when she turns.
Wait,
Her?
what?
That's right.
Me?
That's right.
Because of this? Explain.
Well, all the druids are missing. We've been
You
killing them.
are the druid, aren't you?
You're sworn to protect me. To my mother.
I
That
wasn't.
you killed.
She made me kill her! I kind of yelled this like a little bit too loud for everyone to hear.
Everyone gets quiet and kind of looks at you and then ignores you and goes back to thinking.
This ale is good.
It's all right, everyone. They're rehearsing a play.
Vultures.
And someone runs out.
It was many a time when I betrayed a druid. Then
I stand up and I step away and I just look at him, just dead on.
On his face.
This
What?
is what you are. This is what vampires do.
You helped kill him.
I helped kill many people. Then I was under Victor's will. He killed many people. Victor's will. When she will as well. When she gets a scent of your druid blood, it will overcome her. And she will have to have it.
I try to not make eye contact with Tallulah, but I'm just lightly nervous.
Lately,
Lightly nervous.
slightly.
As I was saying before,
I mean, you're fine
That-
for like 2 weeks.
it's fine. It's fine.
And then
It's
they
okay.
kill him, don't worry.
Let us
We're
know.
not.
Jeidobii.
We need to go to the wards, the elemental wards.
Go after the power gems.
Yes.
You can say it.
What kind of gem?
Because these are very special gems which supposedly they help create and empower these very special weapons. They're hidden all over in all the different planes.
If we go there, if we
What was that his axe? Could it fit in here?
We could certainly try.
probably.
I would put one in there, see what would happen.
I don't use weapons.
There will be trials, though. It won't be easy.
Denahi,
I never
you have a
understood why
gem
she
in your
left him.
chest.
True.
Yeah, well,
I know where
Mary have one.
I know where one lies.
He always wants more.
So where are we headed?
I'll go anywhere for gems.
It's really far. It's back in Motul.
Wherever you go, the vampires will follow.
Motul.
They will
Have
come
you
for in your
seen
blood.
a
Hold
tree
on a
near
minute.
there?
Motul.
Yes.
This is my homeland.
It's the ward of the earth.
That's where we came from, right?
Yes, you're from.
You would know of this. So in Ukodor, imagine if you ever play World of Warcraft, there's a big giant elemental gate, right? So the gate to each plane is a physical gate that's guarded on both sides. So the gateway, which you would know because it's very close to where your clan was in the mountains, is the gate to the elemental plane of Earth.
I know where this is.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but that's like really far.
Wait,
People hunt
Jeidobii, have you ever been to Motul?
I have. I traveled
He
all
has.
through Motul.
So you...
He
No
came to
worries.
my village.
And are there trees in Motul?
I can get us there through trees, yes.
There's a lot of us.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that.
I've really missed being this a druid. You have no idea how long it takes me to get there. It's very
We
frustrating.
won't need a boat at all.
Ah, fucking shit. I'm staying here then, God.
Trixie, where did you come from?
Been here the whole time.
Who is this?
Wait,
and why
what?
are they
I have pink hair. How do you not see me?
Well, you're below eye levels.
You were sitting
Dex
on
save.
the other side of the bar, Trixie.
Dex save?
Fair.
23.
She throws her tankard at you and you dodge out of the way.
Oh, I was gonna...
Oh! You hear some guy scream in the background.
And Wilhelm scream.
It's fine. We'll be here when you get back.
There are 5 wards. And come to think of it,
There's more than 5, but there's the 5 that you know.
major
of.
ones?
Yeah,
Okay,
because the Shadow Ward is also a ward.
gotcha. Come to think of it, it sounds as if Barakabu might have visited one. You said this place you went to was similar to here, but there was light or more spiritual.
Do a history or arcana check.
Okay.
Or nature.
You don't have any crystals with you, do you?
Oh, I am rolling like shit.
Don't think so.
Horrible. So 10 total. Dice check.
It sounds like it was the ethereal plane.
The ethereal.
No.
Not the ward of the Fae, just the ethereal.
Correct. Because the ward of the Fae, like the Fae ward, is like the Feywild. It's very green. It's a mirror image of Ukodor. The Shadow ward is the same thing, mirror of Ukodor, but it's shadowed of lost souls and not a fun place to be.
I see. Perhaps not exactly the same ward I thought of. There's the Earth ward, the ward of the air and the water, and fire.
Can we do this before the full moon?
We can try.
I don't.
Unser
Well-
unser Fae Ward, unser Shadow Ward. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you know my grandfather well, don't you?
I think it was funny as then, but you know, many are in life.
I'll meditate on it more to see if I can get a straighter path, but that's what I have for now. And it's.
I guess that's the only way to make us stronger, and Barakabu's proof of that. I don't
And
think
we
have
are
a
limited.
choice.
And we are limited on time.
Oh right, yeah, that.
When he says time, I think when we go into these different wards, does time change?
You're not sure?
I'm not sure. I can't like roll on it or anything. I just don't know.
No, you just don't know.
I mean, Barakabu said he was gone for months.
In the ethereal.
It was 3 hours.
So you were gone for months?
I don't know exactly. It just seemed like a long time.
We have no reason to believe that the same rules apply to every other plane.
It's true.
You would know that each plane is a little different.
Okay.
I've done a lot of study,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been around.
History check.
Help us with your
I'm
brain.
I'm around. No.
It was a nice.
12.
It was a nice
12.
spin. It was a nice spin though.
You're with your studies and you're old as fuck. You do have a basic understanding of some of the different wards. The Earth ward specifically is the clock does move much slower. Not quite months slower, but it does move slower than the normal
Well, the
time.
good news for you is that is this Earth board. Time does move a bit slower, so you have an opportunity here to possibly get something to help you power up and still have some time to spare before you change and kill this one.
I'm not going to kill Jeidobii.
You say that now.
I don't think she will either. I'm lying. I don't think she will either.
Roll for that.
I mean, really, we've all thought about it.
I don't know. It's debatable.
I mean, I thought about killing you when you were doing the scrying thing, but that was different.
This is a scrying.
Oh, the scrying thing was you?
Just like throw a roll at him.
He burps and a little burst of fire comes out. Ooh.
Yes, I'm with her.
Well, if there's... Well, that has to change for our Well, I guess until we think of anything better, we'll leave first thing in the morning.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say it's really ambitious of us of trying to kill, the Lord of Vampires in like less than 2 weeks.
Well, we have to do it.
I mean, we could try.
I mean, you may die before then, but
Hans, are you planning on going with them?
going this to the Earth Lord?
Yes.
Well, if you get me back, with your tree thing, whatever that is.
I can.
Yeah.
I can.
You all just gotta run real quick.
Well, let's be honest. All of this might be moot if you don't know where Viktor is. How do you find him? This is a problem.
I don't think he ever leaves Eden.
Tallulah.
Yeah.
Might you be able to see through Rosalind's eyes?
Stars?
Since it was Rosalind who turned her, she's linked to her.
This is 100% new information.
This is not something I've ever heard before, and trust me, I was vampire for a very long time.
And you can look through Victor?
No. Well, the only eyes I can look through is Hilda here. Hello.
But yes, clearly one of us was the better vampire.
Was that right? Is that right? Would you like
I mean,
to take that outside and
I'm
find
not
out?
full vampire yet, so
I'd be careful saying such things, Hans. There are far more of us than there are you.
That is
They
true.
got my back.
That wouldn't really be fair, would it?
When she says the whole like better vampire and this and that, I'll just go. Tallulah, do you want to turn back? Yes.
Oh no, she wants to kill you. You can see it.
I don't want to kill you. I don't know.
She just wants to carry you around like a blood bag, so that she can feed off you at any time and become immune to everything.
Please.
You watch Kenrick like drink his ale and just kind of turn.
Are you always this awkwardly blunt?
Well, yes.
Well, okay.
I mean, I'm very old, and this is the way the world is.
True. Old people are like that.
Listen, I understand the hesitation of we have to turn you and we have to turn you really soon, but who's hurting the worst? Like, who visually am I looking at and is really in pain?
I'm at
about 70%.
Emotional pain, 100%.
Okay. Physical pain.
I'm gassy.
I'm at
Yeah, we know.
48 of 100.
I am. I'm the weakest.
You're weakest?
Yes.
I'm gonna do something, and it's gonna be really weird.
She's going to suck your blood.
And I'm not gonna suck your blood. You're gonna suck my blood.
I'm sorry.
That's weird. You're right.
Wait a minute.
Just.
This seems like a dangerous
That
proposition.
is one way to get high.
This isn't true blood.
Yeah, right.
Why would I do that?
I just want you to watch.
Will this not turn him
No.
into a vampire?
I don't think so. I've never done it before,
Maybe.
but I have a feeling. I have a deep feeling.
Maybe it should be someone else.
Roll
I can't-
insight
Do you
check.
know what's gonna happen?
Out of all of us, I'm
Roll
not
it.
the one to. I can't.
Roll intelligence check.
I can't. I don't know if I can do that.
Fine, then I need somebody who's okay with it.
I'll do it.
Are you heretic though?
20 total.
20.
It's not gonna do anything.
You trust her.
I trust.
Punch me.
I walk up to Tallulah with the staff. Okay.
I will punch you later. Just so that I have that for later. Thank you.
Man, I can take it back.
No. I take out my dagger and I slice my palm open.
Oh no, you don't want to do it that way. There's too many nerves. Oh, too late. Okay.
There's already semi-open wound on there from me doing it earlier. So
Sure.
we're just gonna reopen that wound up.
Oh.
And I like offer my hand to Jeidobii.
Wait. We don't do this shit in my bar. And he pulls out like a tankard underneath the blood, underneath your hand.
And I like squeeze my hand.
Take it.
And I trust her.
Trust me.
I'm gonna grip the warden's staff tightly. And I'm going to drain.
Grip
Okay.
his staff tightly and drink.
Well, you gain 4 points of healing back.
So you actually feel very similar, a little bit more invigorated, but something very similar to like a healing potion or a healing spell. What was your intelligence check?
6.
6. You haven't heard of this reverse thing at all, but you're very aware of what she's doing, and you witness that some of his wounds and bruises start to clear up.
Firstly, that was disgusting. Secondly,
I can't blame you.
that I actually felt my wounds close. Is that a normal vampire thing?
No, it is not a normal vampire thing. You are something different, as I said.
Something entirely different.
That's right. And I
Wait.
grab the thing and I smell inside for the blood. Yes,
How
this is
much
a
can
weird
you
smell.
do then?
What was
You
that?
did eat that one enemy though.
How much can you do?
How much blood?
Yes.
I don't know. Do you want to drink from the same one?
Are you gonna make a special ale?
Unless it was like completely full, I just kind of like chugged it.
Sure, it's gone.
Okay, never mind. I mean, it's still bleeding.
I'm not sure. I'm nervous about that.
I mean, does anybody else want to try?
Not nearly drunk enough. I will pass.
And you've never
I
heard
will try it.
Okay, I like
Can't wait to see what
go
this
back
does to
over
him.
the cup and
Mhm.
it hurts. It hurts a lot.
Sure.
Some things you just have to find out for yourself.
You gain 19 points of healing.
Times 2.
Times 2? Oh, because he's something.
Vampy.
Oh, I feel so much better actually. That is amazing. You will keep her around until she turns in, then you kill her.
So I understand, but there's things that are going on inside of me that I haven't quite figured out yet that seem to not be terrible.
Been
Like-
there before.
Like the rest of them are.
Do you feel like turning into a bat?
Me?
I mean, he is a
now?
He
druid.
has before.
I don't even think I
Oh,
can
he
turn
has,
into a
yes.
bat. I mean, you can turn into a bat.
I turned you. Yes, we were both bats.
Technically, these things are not bats, these are demons, just for the record.
Right.
Vampires in this world do not turn into bats, because that's dumb.
Oh, it's not dumb.
What is this bat talk you talk about? This is ridiculous.
I don't know. I must have hit it. somewhere.
These are
listening to
bats.
the fiction.
Well, this is a new element. I don't know what to make.
And
of
you
it.
guys weren't there, but I was able to make Talk just leave me alone because I wanted him to.
Wait, what?
So that's usually how things work. You
On
say,
the
hey,
ship.
please leave me alone, and that's what they do.
You charmed him.
No, it was like,
You don't want to charm your friends.
no, I didn't know what I was doing. I just wanted him to stop talking to me and just leave me alone, and he did it.
You
Well,
commanded
fine.
him.
Not you
Ah,
hurt his
Torque.
feelings. You cannot defeat Victor's hurt feelings.
Really want diamond dust.
To be fair, I did it to Torque too during the fight.
It was more of like a
Crap. Loaded crap.
compulsion.
Telling me that everyone's manipulating me?
No, I just did it that one time.
Calm.
Oh. You have to make a wisdom save. Yeah.
We're using command or something?
Yeah.
Apparently. I think like 4 members of
I
command.
rolled a 5. I don't know what I'm adding to that.
16.
You feel very calm.
See,
And
that's really-
Trixie is rubbing your back. It's okay, Torque.
Is that what you're trying to do? Is nail the boat?
We love you, Torque.
I learned by watching him.
You can do that too.
Things.
I feel like I'm getting more
The more he
intense.
knows, the more useful he is.
I can suggest things too.
Mm-hmm.
We are all manipulative.
And quickly, this party is going to be chaotic neutral. I love it.
Wait. Do you have any torn clothing?
Hmm? What? What'd you ask?
Is any of your clothing torn?
Not a bit.
Yeah, see? I learned lots of things watching you guys.
He watches all the tears correct itself.
You do that too.
That's how I learned.
Interesting. Trixie.
Yeah.
What?
No,
Yes.
it's fine.
Okay.
I was gonna try to do something else really cool, but it's okay.
You can try on the boat.
Yeah, we're doing some Santa show and tell. What do you need, Jeidobii?
Your aunt said that she was gonna work on silvering the ballistas on the boat.
Yeah, it's already loaded.
She's already done.
Yeah, she finished when she finished her weapons.
Okay. We're gonna take a trip. Do you want to stay here for just a bit?
Yeah, I already said that.
Just making sure, Trixie. I don't want to make you feel stranded alone when we left.
But you want to go there now?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's a good idea, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, no, not now.
That was very, very for you.
Yeah.
Kenrick, do we have rooms?
Yeah, you.
Not you, Trixie, stop.
Wow, that's the first time that's happened. No, it's not. Yeah, we got
They
rooms.
last.
I think you guys have 4 rooms already.
And I have a room, of course, because I'm staying here.
Yes, you do. Yes, it's a very nice room.
Are there any witches in any of these 4 rooms?
Do you want a witch in your room?
I don't like witches.
No, there's no witches in your
There's
room.
not happening a funeral or
A witch or a winch?
Witch.
But
4 rooms and
if
a
you
bar.
are going to do this, you are aware of what's going on. Victor has already taken 3 of the 5 cities. 3 beacons are up.
No.
1 other beacon is tied in,
Yes.
and then us. So don't take too fucking long.
So he will be coming here.
Yes, he will.
This will be his last stop, yes.
Perhaps.
There's an order to this, no?
I mean, it'd be his
I
last stop
don't
if he's
know.
done.
I don't know.
Okay.
The tear in this ground didn't come from nowhere, so.
If
Alright.
you want to kill Victor, you kill him here. He will just come back. That's what he did. We killed him in the past. He took
Right.
everything. And now he's back.
Then how do we kill him?
Go into the shuttle.
We could
or
take his head.
Put it in.
Hard to heal from that.
Enter his
I
realm.
do like this idea.
We kill him here. He goes back to his ward, and then we go there to possibly finish him. The finishing blow.
This sounds right.
So we have to kill him twice.
If only you knew where that shadow board was. Oh, if only you had met somebody who would know such things.
Are you trying to tell us
Do
something?
you know where it is?
Do I know where it is?
Yes.
Very kidding. But like, I'm one of the first that he turned, and I don't know where it is. Well, come on, you're smarter than this. I know it.
Where's the verdant plateau?
It's a verdant plateau. So you know my hometown.
Know of it, yes, but not where it is.
Yeah, you want to tell us? To show and tell?
Well, you're not ready to go there, so no, I will not tell you.
You were one of the first people that he took.
Oh my god, he already said that.
Like 3 times then.
Yes.
I've kind of been in a lot of different conversations as this was happening, so I'm sorry.
He does a lot of drugs.
We're talking in circles.
Seems like everyone does here, actually. I've heard the word drugs like 4 times. tonight.
Nobody else, I don't know.
But not Boo.
Does anyone have any though?
Yeah.
Check to the left of you.
They don't do anything to me anymore, so.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna start heading out to the ship where I'm gonna sleep, so I can get prepared for tomorrow.
So you're not staying in the tavern?
No, I mean.
Yeah, they already got
We
room.
have a free ship outside.
Well, they've already got rooms in the house.
You,
when they
Druid
came
man,
in.
what's
we
your
just
name? I
saved
forget.
the day.
Did you tell me your name?
We didn't.
Well, you should stay with me just in case this one tries to get you during the night. I'm surprised that Rosalind didn't take you there.
She's tried to take me before, but I feel like it's for a different reason.
Maybe.
She has my nephew. All right, we'll stay here and we'll prepare.
She has your nephew. Is your nephew also a druid?
No,
Ah,
she turned him, or maybe Victor turned him. I don't know. I'm trying to save him.
well, he will try and kill you as well.
He already is.
You see this? I'm not wrong about this one.
He can be saved. He can be saved. And I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna just start headed to the room.
Okay. Anything else anyone wants to do before you guys call it for the night? Are you going to your own room or are you going with Hans?
What time is it?
Like
Teacher time.
2 in the afternoon.
2 in the afternoon.
So you can do something else if you want, or you can just go to sleep.
Denahi, weren't you saying you wanted to get some diamond dust?
Oh, you just bought some.
You did. I think I'll wait.
I'll head up with Hans.
Okay. So you take the rest of the afternoon, you eat some more food, you drink, you kind of relax. The night comes, you go ahead and take your sleep.
I want to spend the time with him, like talking to him and to Aros and like reminiscing and talking about the battles and stuff like
Sure.
that.
And you can share whatever you'd like to share. Tallulah, please make a wisdom save.
17.
17. So as the night comes, some of you get more restful sleep than others. You and Hans, Jeidobii, do talk late into the night, longer than you thought you would have. And you actually, it's different being able to talk to your grandfather and Hans, as not that Hans feels like family, but there's a weird connection, and there is eventually some laughter between you and your grandfather as well, which hasn't happened. Everything's been very morbid and serious. So Hans does bring out a little different side of your grandfather.
Huh.
But Tallulah,
This is new.
in the middle of the night, you are jolted in your dreams in the darkness. The darkness is an endless sea of shadows and darkness. And you hear a voice deep in the recesses of your head. It's time. You will be my champion. You will be the key to kill him. You will be the one who will be able to destroy him. You will be the other hand of mine to assist Hans with vanquishing Viktor. I have given you gifts similar to that of Hans and Viktor. Your friends have protected you, stopped the curse bestowed upon you, creating a hybrid that we will use to our advantage. You will be the balance for my darkness, for my death. And you wake up clutching your obsidian blade.
Is anyone in the room with it?
I don't know, was anyone in the room with it?
Probably Denahi would be.
I mean, we only had
Perception
4
check
rooms.
tonight.
I am out like a light.
Well, there's 1,
2,
2, 3,
out like a light.
4.
Yep.
5, because I had one, and then you guys had 4.
Yeah. I don't have any idea who that is.
You can do an intelligence check.
Natural 1.
Crit happens.
I don't have my sticker anymore.
He was about to write. He was like, "Well."
You dismiss it as a dream and go back to sleep.
I think me as a player maybe knows, but
The early morning sun comes, and
Well,
you
before it does, I wanted to do something.
were sleeping.
Well, after we did our thing.
Okay, hold on. So you wake up about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You don't go back to sleep, and you're kind of just meditating on it. And we'll come back to you in a second.
After being more lighthearted with Eros and Hans.
Hans Franz.
They had to bump you up.
I'm sorry, Velsing. I need to do something before tomorrow. Druid thing.
Okay, well, whatever you do, wash your hands.
I'm gonna sit down in our room, Indian style, with the staff, and I'm going to drop all of my mental barriers against my grandfather and this new responsibility, and I will meditate on all that this staff is.
Crisscross have a sound.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. So you meditate for some time. Your grandfather kind of goes silent, and a lot of the things that have been spoken become more clear. You do feel that this path is your destined path. Though you don't know the location of some of the planes or the gates to the planes, you feel that you just need to start taking the steps in that direction. And each thing will reveal more the deeper that you get.
Okay. Okay. Guess I'll be getting something else, but alright.
I mean,
During the night, I also...
did you want anything else?
I wanted to tell him about the torches and torchbearers and whatnot. Do you want to tell everyone, or just?
That's up to you.
Yeah, I would tell him about it. Spends the night telling you about the torches, which are these old legendary weapons. You actually have one. You see right now. This makes you a torchbearer. You're very special.
Does it?
Yes, you are.
And Fallen, with that sword, is he as well?
It's a bow. It's very impressive to have both of those.
I see.
I didn't think I would find the torchbearers to be such interesting people. Much less a grandson of a good friend.
Why the name Torchbearers?
Just a good question.
Wisdom or intelligence?
I'm checking my notes.
Torchbearers.
I don't know why they're called torches. That's just what we started calling them because
20, not natural.
every time Victor comes and dies, it's like passing on the torch. So weapons are the torches that get passed on to the new generation. So
Do you have an idea?
you are now the torch.
No, it's been nothing to me.
Do you know where possibly the others are?
I think that's true. Chris, I know where they're at, right? I've got a list of locations here. Or that's just locations, not where the torches are?
Oh, you're talking about the other weapons?
Yeah.
No, you know that some of them were with the other members of the Alliance of Light, the original Cerium Order. You do not know the locations of those, though.
Unfortunately, I don't. I think it's very lucky that we found each other. I blame Travanis, actually. She has a way of guiding me to where I need to go.
This is. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this new Travanis thing.
What do you mean?
We spent a long time fighting her.
You fought Travanis?
Not her.
How do you fight death? It just doesn't happen.
Not
you become
her.
vampires and I kill you. That's how
I
you
don't know anything about that person.
A priest
You know who to ask.
of hers was manipulating her followers to his will. And so I'm just trying to.
Is this ringing any bells for me?
Yeah, I mean, you were aware of Jaren, who was a cleric 30-something years ago. You were doing other things. Your goal has been Victor.
Yeah, I have a purpose.
And while you were away from the material plane doing other things, you were aware of Jaren, who had manipulated the gifts that Travanis had given him to be like a disciple or a cultist of sorts. And he manipulated the Travel, which were her creations, which you're aware of, to do his bidding, to fuel him. And so Jaren was essentially harvesting souls of people he's killed, mainly something very similar to like druids and vampires, but tieflings specifically were just kind of fueling his darkness. And eventually he got just as strong as Travanis. So he was one of the one of the strongest mortals that lived in Ukodor, which these fine people murdered him.
You killed this man?
With help, I did.
Well, whoever it was must have been very powerful.
He was.
Yes, all of our friends, we combined to. It was fortunate.
This is very impressive. This gives me much hope. He was an asshole.
Yes, he was. And if I don't get anything else from,
Or is there something specific that I'm missing? Just
I suppose not.
what?
I suppose.
You wanted like a little bit more direction?
Maybe not more direction, but I thought I was gonna get more of like, I don't know, like a vision or something. But
Not per se, but I understand what you're looking for, and you'll probably get that.
Okay, well then I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the rest of the night does complete. You all do get the effects of a long rest, so go ahead and do that. You do still get the effects of a long rest, but you do have those thoughts and images in your head and questions and all sorts of things.
I mean, you said it was like 3 a.m. and I was like still up.
Yeah.
Cool. I know that Hans went with Jeidobii, so I'm gonna go to their room.
Okay.
Hello?
Get your little was a vampire ass out here, and you're gonna talk to me right now.
I opened the door.
We ended up in the Bronx.
I don't know where I'm from.
Are you alright?
No, Jeidobii, just go back to bed. Just go back to bed.
Why are you so angry this early in the morning?
Good question. What have I done to offend you
You
so?
haven't done anything to offend me. I just got a lot of things to say.
Come in.
Very well, come say
No,
them.
Jeidobii, I don't want to talk to you.
Jeidobii, could you please give us some room? She's very adamant about this.
Sure.
Denahi's in my room. Just go. Go.
I'll
My ass is in the air.
away with my feelings hurt. Like, what the?
Jeidobii gets up, holding his pillow and his blanket, and just he does. He's,
with his like.
well, I mean, you know Jeidobii. Jeidobii doesn't really like waking up in the morning, so you've not only just messed up his vibe, but he's just
like.
okay. So
Right.
I usually have a different. Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Uncheck that. Oh, you didn't uncheck it. There you go.
all right.
I scowl at her as I walk by.
I'm sorry. I'll explain to you later.
Yes. Your most darknessness?
Well, if you're gonna go that route. So, So you're like what? Like possessed by some god, or like what?
Possessed by a god? No, of course not. That would be weird.
I know that's weird. I don't know how to like. Do they like talk to you?
I feel Travanis' will upon me, and she has talked to me in the past. Yes. As a champion, of course, she talks to me.
Ah, yes. See that word?
What, champion?
Champion. Yeah.
Yes.
Well. I was just jolted awake by a voice in my head talking to me about that.
About what?
Being their champion.
Okay.
To assist their other champion.
You think that's me?
Well, I think we're in a little bit of a similar situation here.
Well, no, you're very much alive, and I'm very much alive-ish. Alright, fine. What, do you think that Travanis has selected another champion? I don't think so.
I don't know, you want to ask her?
I mean, she does the talking, really, most of the time, I don't know.
Great. Because that's what she did, and I didn't get a word in edgewise either, but
What did she say to you?
that I'm the key, and I'm going to be the other hand to her champion. To have some sort of balance or something. To defeat Viktor.
So this is why you smell different.
What does that mean?
Did I say Victor or did I say him?
Him. Just kidding. Him. You said
I
him.
just kick open Denahi's door. What the hell is wrong with Tallulah? And I pass out.
Okay.
I just look over and I
Just in the doorway.
If Travanis has been speaking to you, I will find out. And if that is the case, you will have me as an ally.
I mean, something had to give
Passive
me.
inside of 19, so
I mean, everything that she's saying is true. I mean, you're not sure if that's who was speaking to her or not, but it sounds.
That's cute.
Very well. I will find this out.
I mean, I don't know. I went to bed after this whole situation, and I woke up clutching this sword that was once my mother's, but now it's a spiritual sword, and I don't know. Now it bursts into flames and sometimes lightning, but I haven't done that yet.
Okay, well, she did provide me with the sword as well, so I understand this.
So then that's who this is. That's who's talking to me.
I cannot confirm it until I hear from her, but it seems to track. So, yeah, we better get you some power gems, I think.
And they would help?
Or will they ever?
What do they do?
Well, they are very important to reach the level you need to be at to kill Victor. And without them, you will all die again. I might die again.
I've already died.
So have I.
We should get a move on.
Okay. I think Jaidobie's sleeping in my room now. So can I just stay here?
Very well. If you trust me, I promise I won't hurt you.
No custom?
But I will also make
That's
sure
okay.
that you don't hurt anyone else.
Like tonight?
Yes. And throughout the time that I'm with you.
Natural 1.
Hey, you trust him with everything.
Look at this face, would I lie to you?
Oh well, is you disguiser?
Disguise.
Sorry.
Have you guys seen Victor?
Yeah.
Yes.
In EDAC.
That's right. Did he look like this? And I turn into Victor.
Yes! Did you turn it back that you're not Victor? Do it. Thank you.
You look like Jeidobii. Did he look like this?
No, he didn't look like that.
Alright, but I dropped the disguise altogether. Honestly, I feel...
So I believe that this is his real form.
That's such a.
I have a passive with inside of like 22.
That's why you get to roll.
27.
Yeah, you believe him?
No illusion.
I don't think anyone would lie about that.
Unless it was Victor. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe when he made himself look like Victor, it was his true form.
Oh, maybe.
Possible.
All right.
I promise I won't hurt any of these guys that you've met.
I believe you now. But when you turn, you may not have a choice, as I did not.
I guess we'll find out in 2 weeks.
And you go to sleep now. I will meditate here and try and speak to Travanis.
It seems best.
Thanks.
Okay.
But nighty night.
Thank you.
Don't let the vampires bite.
It is the morning, by the way.
They already did.
Morning.
It was like, you said like 3 a.m.
But no, like then.
Oh.
Yeah, I said that it was the morning.
Can't you hear it?
Yeah.
No?
Base.
Still want to meditate a little bit. See if
Sure,
I can talk
sure.
to her. Kind of pull out the sword there and sit down and just kind of think on it and try and contact her.
I look at his sword. I look at my sword. Whose sword's bigger?
I knew that was coming.
Which one? What do you have?
It's a bastard sword, so it's like a great sword.
I mean, hers is a miser, so it's essentially. They're about the same size, but they're shaped very differently.
Okay.
Like one sticker.
Like a miser is kind of like a scimitar on steroids.
Yeah.
So it's a great sword.
Sword, it's how you wield
But it is made out of obsidian.
Which I know.
Yes. So the only thing that Travanis says when you are meditating, you are on the path. Stay true.
As you command.
Okay. So for the sake of brevity, you all gather your things, finish your morning meditations, eat a hearty breakfast, and heading out to look for a tree.
Now, as we're walking out, I know this is a very kind of desolate kind of desert of a place, but I do remember that I made flower sprout. Do I believe that I can create my own tree?
Perception check.
Come on, dice. I'm not rolling too hot tonight, y'all.
Or a nature check.
I am 9.
13.
As you are starting to think about this, you do look over to where the kind of the right side of this square, where it looks to be like an old part of the square, and there actually is a dead tree that has been surrounded by there's like gifts or it seems to be like like when people pass, they don't really bury them in the ground. You've seen a lot of people have been tossed into the gorge, but this seems to be like the central location to say your goodbyes. But the tree it's a very large tree, but it is dead.
It is dead.
Yeah. Well, it's yes, it looks like it's wilted. It's not producing any leaves or anything like that.
And I can still use this tree because I went through the dead tree in our home.
Yeah, like when I say like dead, like for example, like
it's like dried out.
It's dried out. Yes.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
Maybe something could make it alive later, but yes, it's dead. It's
all right.
Yes.
I think this will do.
Sure. Did it tell you it can do that? Because your grandfather, he would talk to the trees all the time. It's very annoying.
Yes, I do that. I do that as well.
He does it a lot.
Great.
I'll take out my great staff.
You have like 10 minutes.
And my eyes and tattoos will glow a vibrant green.
Just want this part.
Let's see. Right now.
While this is happening, I'm watching Tallulah to see if she's like.
Wisdom save. Okay.
Want to get that?
Want to hit that? Well,
Yeah.
all right.
What?
What'd you get?
22.
Okay. Yeah, you feel fine.
Okay.
Doing my job.
I'll speak out with like an ethereal voice. Great tree. I am Jeidobii, the Warden of the Taarve. I ask of you to take us to the Earth World. And I will cast teleportation via plants.
Okay. Okay. So you watch as the tree opens up. You all rush through in the next 6 seconds. Aika trailing with you.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
You all venture through the tree. The tree closes up. You are brought to a very familiar location. The time is the sun is on its way down at the moment. You are in Motul. The largest tree that you could remember was right next to Torque's home. So as you emerge from the tree, immediately you watch as Torque stops in his tracks. The location seems almost untouched from when you left it.
This is uncanny. It's like we just left.
Yes, it's been a long time.
I put my hood up. open
You
my
remember
eyes.
this place?
Yes. I have fond memories in. And how far away is the opening to the Earth World from
Maybe an hour or two.
Okay.
Like that. I don't think
It's
that
only
way.
an hour away. Let's go. And I'm gonna start guiding them to
Oh, great. Are you okay?
It's a little strange to be back now. I thought I'd almost left this life behind. Never encountered anything like this before. I don't know.
I say in giant to him. When was the last time you were here?
The last time I heard that spoken.
Is that right?
Yes.
You all just hear like.
I hear it and understand it.
Oh. Okay.
I never did catch on to that giant speech.
I can speak it too, but I didn't realize it till just now.
Okay.
And we all go forward. Me and someone's on Ica, and I have my two trinkets.
Okay.
I forgot their name.
How
The
far
mounts.
away would this? It would be near the village or the old village. But
If you're going on horse on mount, it would take about 2 hours to get to the western side of the mountains. Yeah, it wasn't very far at all.
And you seem to know this area very well.
yes.
You had some dealings with other druids too, and other people from the plane even before him. You get some of your exotic goods and stuff from them.
I'll fly, and I'll let them have the 3 mounts. 'Cause
Okay.
There's some of us.
So he does take 2 wondrous figurines. One turns into a horse, Travius, and
Another
one turns
Kibla.
into Kibla turns into a griffin without wings, essentially.
That is impressive.
Is
His
it?
grandfather couldn't do that?
I don't know if he had one of
Yeah,
those
exactly.
figurines.
Like, that's something your grandfather couldn't do.
So Torque,
Yeah,
you
take
jump
a
on the
nice
horse
stance, like-
usually, right?
Yeah.
Are you doing anything else on your way out?
Well, I'm trying to remember which way things are from where we are.
Sure. So like if the mountains, real quick, if these are like the mountains, your camp was here, you'd rush down to the beach here
Mm-hmm.
to kill dudes. The gate is like over here.
And where's the tree?
You guys had it like right here.
Oh.
So you're like not in the camp, but you're, 200 feet away from
It's
it.
not far. Let's go by the old camp first.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes,
All right.
I need to.
All right.
It may only be painful, is that?
Pain is only an emotion.
Lead the way, Torque. I take eagle form and I hover above them.
Okay.
And I go to the camp.
Okay. So you head
Or
to
the old whatever village.
So you head to the village, and the huts and the shacks and everything that was in ruin when you arrived is still in the same place. There's no bodies or anything like that left, but all the material things are still in the same place.
The markers that I had assumed were all my family, and
They are still there.
they're still there. So I'm gonna get there and then jump off the horse, run over and drop to my knees, and Tisri and Bunra. I had hoped I would see you before now, but I have avenged your death. I hope that you are free now. It is with all my love. And then I'll get up and walk back towards the horse.
Oh, okay.
As he does it, I'll land as an eagle, shapeshift back. And just to comfort him a little bit, I'll just put like a hand on his shoulder, just so he knows that,
Okay.
we're all there.
We should get moving. We have important business to do.
Yes. We take back to the sky, and we finish heading to the ward.
Perception checks, everyone.
I was standing back away from him. Kind of
Okay, yeah, don't worry.
outside.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Well, everybody but you, Tor.
Sorry.
26.
26.
21.
10.
8. Jeidobii, roll with advantage because you were right there.
Yeah. So I rolled. Such a worry, buddy. There you are. 6. 18 total.
18. So Jeidobii, Barakabu, and Tallulah, you did see for maybe one of the first times a tear roll down Torque's face as he gets up. looks at you, gives you that nod, and immediately gets back into business mode, and hops on the horse and says, "Let's go," and then just takes off. Do you all follow?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So you take the next 2 hours. The sun is almost completely set at this point. And you get to the gate. You do see the gate. It is a very, very large cave. And as you enter the area, you do see a very old man. What are you doing here? What can I do for you?
We are here to enter the Earth War.
Yeah. Over my dead body.
Well, it shouldn't take very long.
Stop. No.
You're a young sprite. You have a lot to learn.
Maybe if you show him your staff.
And you're much older.
Yes, I am. Or am I?
What is your name, sir?
Caleb. Talk.
Yes.
Is that you?
It has been a long time.
I thought you had perished with the rest of them.
No, I did not. I went to avenge their deaths.
Be the gods.
Be the gods.
Well, yes, if you can vouch for these other creatures, then by all means join the rest of your people.
We must.
Is he a Goliath?
No, he's just a really old man.
Oh, we say join the rest of his people in the Earthfort.
Oh, I see.
That is where everyone went.
What was that?
Never mind. Yes, we need to go.
I know a little bit about the Earth Ward's culture.
A little bit, yeah.
So I would know that they take...
Sometimes, yeah.
Wow. Talk. Your people may be there as refugees.
Some of them, the ones that did not perish.
Well, let's go greet them, shall we? And I'm going to bow to Caleb as I kind of make my staff appear.
No. You. And the second the staff appears, he kind of lowers his head. By all means.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that.
They're expecting you. Go on. Go on.
Okay.
I move faster than that. Get.
I start moving forward into the cave.
Okay. Likes this guy a lot. No bullshit.
Can everyone make a dexterity save?
Natural 20, finally.
Nice.
There you go.
4.
21.
You die.
16.
16.
16 and
10.
10.
Yes, and you?
It's an
8. 8. Ooh. So, as you all enter into the gate, you feel a pull, and you feel as you enter into this gate, the wall is moving, almost like it's water, but it's vertical, and you go through it. And as you go through it, you kind of feel your body and your face, kind of being pulled, and like you kind of see your party members all their forms are just kind of being shifted, and you're thrown out of this space, and you land on your feet. You two do fall to a knee, and both get sick. It's something that you might have experienced this before, but it's still something that just takes getting used to.
I dry heave a bunch.
Sure, sure. Just like dust comes out. You come out, so now you're in a totally different environment. The sun is bright, it's hot, everything is brown, and just earth and your mountains in the distance. As you enter out of this cave, you see right before you, 50 feet, there's a cliff, and you kind of stand right above the cliff, and you look over, and it looks like it's 2, 3, 5 miles down. You see what looks to be a basin of a desert that just goes on forever. And you kind of look around. Can everyone make a perception check, please?
I'm so done with this dice.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. 20. 16. 9.
13.
19.
19. So the 16s and up, as you look around, you see lots of of flying creatures that look to be like the not bat-like creatures, but they have wings, and their wings aren't feathers, but it's like a canvas or like a stretched skin, and the heads have long beaks, and they're flying around way up in the sky. And you look around, you see other large creatures. You see a couple smaller Mitsu walking around in this place, which is a very familiar thing that you just saw. You're familiar with these as well. They're giant mountain-sized turtles that have like essentially a mountain on their back, their shell, and these are like a smaller versions of that. And you see what looks to be Caleb again, an old man on the other side. What can I do for you?
We just came out of there.
Out of where?
Could you show him the
Where
shop
do you
again, please?
just on the other side?
No. What?
What's your name?
What?
Your name.
I've never met you. What's your name?
Your name.
What's your name?
What, you don't know Hans Velsing? Did you see him?
No.
I'm Hans. Oh, great.
Jeidobii, are you Caleb?
Oh, no, Caleb's my brother.
I see.
Yes. What is my name?
You said you were expecting him.
I still have the staff out.
Oh.
They're waiting.
Oh, nice to meet you. Carry on, sir. They're waiting for you.
I really don't like being bowed to like that.
It's nice. It pays to be a torchbearer. I told
Isn't
you
that your whole life, son?
And I keep walking out saying,
My name is Henry, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Henry. It's
Yes.
very nice to meet you. Thank you.
Go ahead. The Kinsu are waiting for you. Go on.
All right.
Kinsu.
Does the name ring a bell?
Sounds like a
Kinsu.
sharp knife.
To me?
Mitsu, excuse me.
Mitsu. The Mitsu are waiting for me.
Yes. They will take you to the city. Have you been here before?
No, I've only heard of it.
Oh, it's a very fine city of Ukodor. You should go there. It's very nice this time of year.
That's what they're.
Which is the same every time of year, yes.
That's what they're waiting for me.
It can be, yes.
All right.
How's she reacting to the sun and everything? She's cool.
Yeah, she's totally fine.
I'm chill.
I'm gonna, with kind of like a eagerly smile, I'm gonna walk up to one of the Mitsu.
Do a nature check or animal handling if you want.
Okay. Guidance.
Do we have to go down the cliff?
No.
Mm-mm.
No. It's. Can you show the map?
20 animal handling.
So you guys, there's a cave right there.
I see.
So you guys are gonna go.
I see.
Touch it, touch the turtle.
If you haven't seen the map, we have a map right here.
Oh, the Earth Wars.
You can see that in the Discord. If my fine moderators will throw that in there. Very good. Yes.
So that was a 20 on animal handling.
Okay. This seems to be like a youth or a young Mitsu. Very small. Very little. Looks like they. Still moving slow as shit, but looks like it's a little bit more sparky.
Okay, I will climb on. How big is he? Is he bigger than Ica, this young one?
It's like the size of a house.
Oh, God.
Yes. This we all get on it. Yes.
Yes. Ask for a Satina. Satina.
Thank you. Yes, I will do that.
Did you get that?
Satina.
That's not my name.
No.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes. Very good.
I'm gonna climb to the top of the shell, the mountain.
So like the Mitsu kind of like lowers its back and kind of like makes it like a ramp.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love this.
This is going to be very fun.
This is extremely spiritual. The things that I saw flying in the air with like the stretched skin and the long beaks. Have I ever seen that before? What is that?
You have not. They're really far away, but you can roll a perception check if you want.
Okay, let's do it.
History. You can do perception as well if you want.
Yes, I feel the turtle.
It's a mountain. Like his shell is legitimately
17 to the history.
17?
18 perception.
18. At a really
Hill.
far distance, not so much to potentially do what I think you're trying to do, but you can definitely identify it as a pterodactyl. Both of you. It is an ancient dinosaur of sorts.
Terror.
Maybe your earlier years, yeah.
Dactyl.
But as far as in like the material plane, they don't really survive with all the other crazy things.
These guys existed anymore.
As we're riding along, I'll just glance at Hans and then I'll look at Farland. So Farland, it looks like you and I are torchbearers with these weapons.
Well, I mean, I have some torches on me.
No. Hans says that these weapons were passed down from the original Alliance of the Light.
You are now carrying the torches. You have two, actually.
I was gonna say, you have 2 big giant weapons.
How many are there in total?
That's a good question.
9.
There are 9. Does it mean like there's a number 9, not like there are none, like no?
Oh.
Yeah.
So there are 9.
There are
Not
absolutely
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
I see.
Yes.
I like kind of like just kind of point my my staff at them. Just be like, torch buddies! Kind of like.
That are like.
Don't cross the streams.
You both hear the deepest sigh you've ever heard.
From who?
RoU.
Oh, okay. Okay, right.
I try to, but
And
he is young and he'd be
very like. I don't know, hesitantly pull my sword out and just.
Can you do it now?
Oh.
Oh dear God.
Oh.
Boo, are you steering this thing? Or are you just at the
Natural 20.
natural 20? Are you like
Oh no, he's looking
right?
at his knuckles.
Oh, you're looking. I thought you were holding like the reins. There's no
I'm
reins.
just thinking about I don't need weapons. I just punch things.
Same. Only I don't punch things.
And we ride along. This
Okay.
is it's hot, but it's beautiful here.
It's very humid. Like it's kind of like, because as you put your hand on it, like on the actual like skin.
Can I interpret these as good noises?
Oh my God, it's
Yeah,
precious.
It's version of a purr.
Okay.
Can I give it breath and eat it?
You can try. You can do
Yeah,
it.
I wanna
Animal handling.
Go back towards
How
my
big
head.
is its mouth?
Well, I mean, it's only a house-sized mountain, so.
It's probably the
Like the
size of this
chimney.
room.
Yeah, there you go.
Its head is this room.
Speaking of a piece of
I lay on
like,
its head and I like
14.
14. And just like this big giant like black tongue. And like the tip of it like grabs the bread.
I'm gonna.
I love it.
It has like a series of smaller tongues that come off of it.
Did you see that, ladies?
I'm gonna give the staff a shake as I give myself the gift of animal speech.
Okay.
Thank you for this ride that you're giving us, my friend.
Welcome.
Wait. What language is he speaking?
Whale.
animal
What?
Mitsu.
Yeah, it's a language
Turtle
that
speech?
you're not aware of.
Celestial?
No, it's animal speech.
Yeah, it's
Great.
It's some sort of beast.
That's just. As we're going, do I see any other like kind of animals?
Perception
along the way?
checks.
'Cause I'm just.
Where
This is my first time here. I'm just
where are
trying
you
to get
looking?
everything. Everywhere. Head on a swivel, homie. That's gonna be 17 total. Perception.
17. You look around and you see, in the distance you see like you're kind of just glancing around. Is anyone else looking around too, or just you? Yeah,
Sure,
you
why
get some
not?
more perception.
I'll do it.
So as you look around, you see the mountain, and then like you're looking around, and every once in a while you see like the mountain like moves or shifts, and you can't tell if it's like an elemental or if it's a mountain itself, And there's
24.
24.
29.
29. Yeah, I mean same thing. Like you're seeing other creatures, things that you've seen in Ukodor before, but like more elemental based or like land based. You see some creature that kind of looks like a rhino, like just kind of like digging into the dirt looking for grubs or something.
I just pull out my journal and I'm like writing all of this
Sure.
But it's just more like wild and.
How long does that speech last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Both of you, as he's kind of engulfed in the mountains and the way the mountains are moving, and two of you with those higher rolls, you see like the abyss of the sand. So like you guys are, you're looking this way and you're looking this way and you're kind of, you're looking this way and this way. You're kind of coming around the bend. but you look in like the eternal sand and you see lots of extremely large skeletons in the sand. And every once in a while you watch as the sand kind of does a little bump.
As if the dunes are shifting.
Perhaps. A prawn of sorts.
Before the animal speech ends, I'll just ask him, my friend, how long will it take us to get to Voldar?
I'm moving really fast. Maybe a week. Or a day.
Sorry to get that, Chris.
A week or a day?
I said a week or maybe a day.
Can we possibly make it there in a day?
I will try.
I am going to bless. I'm gonna give this this creature a gift. I am gonna give him bells.
Been practicing that all week.
Yeah, good job. I like it.
A week or a day.
I'm gonna give him the gift of a long strider, so he has additional movement.
Can he stride any longer?
What does it do? Does it like double his movement?
It doesn't double it per se.
Just like an extra 30.
It has 10 feet of movement. I'm just trying.
Okay.
I see that, and I'm
might
like, no, this is not how you do it. I will show you.
That might get us there 5 minutes earlier.
I reach down and touch it and cast Expeditious Retreat, which is a bonus action. It's going to last for, up to 10 minutes at a time, first level spell, and just gives it dash as a bonus action, so it can now move twice the speed it usually would.
Can everybody make a dex save?
Like he's doing that fast.
Roll across.
Nice.
11.
17.
16?
29.
29.
Oh, hold on. No, it's self. My bad. Sorry, it's only self.
Oh, it's fine. Still make a dex save.
16.
16?
20 something.
Mine was 11.
What was yours?
16.
16?
17.
Make one for Aiko, please. Now rolling for Torque.
Unnatural 20.
19. Okay. So as he gets around this bend,
17 for Aika.
as he gets around this bend, right about there, where it's kind of a straight shot,
Hold on.
he kind of like squats down, and he just like volts, and he's moving stupid fast.
Does
Like
he spin like Gamera?
no,
Oh.
unfortunately. It's just like a giant leap, and he kind of like leaps through the air.
This house is jumping.
He kind of gets about halfway. Can everyone make another dexterity save, please?
Yes.
And the voice dissipates it, obviously. 15.
30.
30.
You're just like, you're like a bucket. It's like
19.
it's like a bowl.
8.
Right.
8. Ooh.
18 for me, and for Aika, 21.
11.
11. Can you make a strength save, please?
A strength save?
Ooh,
See,
that's real bad.
Who's
Oh,
getting
no.
thrown from
Who's next to Hans?
7.
I was on the head.
Okay.
I don't know where
Where
I am.
were you on the show?
I would be next to him.
Okay.
But
I guess I'm
Perception
kind of
check?
close to him and Jeidobii
Perception
since we were
check?
talking about
Yeah.
the
I'm at
torch.
the hood of the ship.
8.
8.
If he stops, I'll eat shit.
21.
21. Make a strength save, please.
Me?
Yep.
I could grab him! That's not really what I do.
this is the end of Hans. Goodbye! Hans
Mine,
believes in you!
it's gonna be 3. Strict.
Make one for
The only
make one for Aika.
champion.
Alright, come on, Aika.
Is your owl still with you?
Yeah, that's what he just yelled at. What was it, owl?
Strength save for Aika.
That's a dove.
It's gonna
That's
be a
not an owl.
13.
13.
Are you talking to yourself?
I was gonna talk as his owl, but I did a dove. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yes.
Just holding on.
Yes,
So,
hold on!
as the Mitsu lands, your momentum just goes and you lose your grip, and Aika kind of grabs you by the back of the pants.
Nice, Aika!
I'm not even going to complain, but this is my favorite jacket.
He doesn't rip it; he just grabs it nice and
Okay.
yeah. All of a sudden, you see the Mitsu again. Dex saves, please.
I told everyone to hold on.
I'm laying flat on the head.
Oh,
Hey.
natty.
I am now holding on to Iga.
20, not natural.
31.
31.
9.
9. Strength save, sir.
Whoa.
13 for me and for
Oh,
Iga.
you're
19.
9. Huh?
13 and 19 for us.
13, 19. Okay.
14.
Got it.
24.
24. Can you and Torque make a perception check, please?
Oh boy.
Ooh, 19.
Natural 20.
Natural
Plus 12.
What was yours?
32.
11.
11. So with advantage, because Torque
Vampire.
isn't here, can you make a strength save with advantage?
I thought I was going to get a short rest of this, but I guess not.
Strength save with advantage.
Too bad Torque's not here.
I mean, I have 27.
27. Barakabu, as on the lift off, Barakabu just kind of looking at his knuckles, just, oh shit, we're going again. And he starts to lose his footing, and you quickly grab him and pull him down and just kind of give him a look. One more time. One more time.
Alright, you very much might lose.
Oh
one.
shit.
4.
19.
4.
Strength
I
save.
got hella
9.
strength. It's fine. I'll just catch everybody.
Well, I mean, perception.
15
so,
for me and 15 for Iga.
Okay.
Much more perceptive that time. 23.
Strength check. Save. With advantage.
Natural 20. I don't need
Oh,
it.
look at that. So
that's nice because I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
So as it lands again, Hans just, his whole body's just hard to, did not expect this as part of the agenda. Starts to lose his footing, and quickly you grab him, hold him down.
Okay, he's
No, he's still walking.
All right.
Yeah, he's not doing the. You can see now in your peripheral. There are some other moving things, and when you look back, it's kind of a straight shot, and there's nothing like living in that path that he just took. It's like a runway of sorts.
He's got me by the.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting there, hands down. This is bullshit.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, I'm totally fine. I think you just suck.
All right. Okay.
So
do it again, Mitsu.
That's
Do
not
it
very
again.
nice. That's not very nice.
So as the Mitsu enters the vision of the city, you do see Boldar, and it is coming up, and you see the mountain. They're giant mountains. Like these are the tallest mountains you've ever seen. Go way past the clouds, and you see this beautiful natural built city of stone and dirt, and you see you can see lights like candlelit coming from inside the city. It seems like the sun is just in that one spot, but it's relatively shaded and dark in certain areas. But you see, giant walls, maybe 200 feet tall, and a giant gate. And you do see some beings walking in and out. And as the Mitsu gets ready to it looks like it's turning around and like kind of hunkering down. That's where we're gonna call it for tonight. So thank you all for watching tonight. This was really, really fun. We are going to. Yes, this is the map, Blue. And I actually did finish it. You can go in the Discord. I did change things a little bit. Your waterfall is still there, by the way. This waterfall is because of Blue.
Nice.
Right there.
Nice.
But I did get rid of the water, and it's all land now. You can see it in the Discord if you want to go. Go ahead and go to that Discord link through Nerdsmith. So we are going to go ahead and raid someone, but thank you all for watching. I am
Thanks for having me.
probably gonna do a surprise lore stream on Friday night. So look for that at 8 o'clock, and then I will do another lore of Ukodor stream on Monday at 8 p.m. as well. Or you can watch Natural One and Quest and Chaos, or Chaos Agents on Tuesdays as well.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and take a look at someone's raid. So if you guys want to say anything else or
that was so fun.
Yeah, I had a great time. Thank you guys for letting me come and play with you again.
Always a pleasure.
Always enjoy it. Very happy Fo's a new character.
Ah, yes.
Let's see if he backstabs us. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you know.
He knows so much more about me than I do.
He's gonna front stab you. He's very open about
right.
how much he
Yeah, he's going to
kill.
kill.
So let's go ahead and keep this D&D thing going. We're going to raid Margaret Cron. They're doing a D&D stream right now. So go ahead and show your Ukodor love, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Tell him we say hi.